It's your boy John F.U right here on the Bug Podcast, chilling, hanging out with everybody. Man, come support and check out Zaddies at the world premiere Dancing with Film Festival, Saturday, June 27th, 11:30 a.m. Come check it out, support, laugh, and let's get it rocking.
Shot at my partners out selling product. We try to fatten the wallet. We're not trying to live modest. We're trying to live like some ballers and shit. More than a process, you gotta quit all that nonsense. I'm gonna get my regard, dog. Breaking the forest down. Serving them baseballs like I'm in the picture map. Fucking with Skrilla, boy. Go see some killers, boy. This game ain't for little boys. So fuck how you feeling, boy. I-double-L-T-I-E-M-B-O. El Tiempo. I-double-L-T-I-E-M-B-O. El Tiempo. I said double-L-T-I-E-M-B-O. El Tiempo. I-double-L-T-I-E-M-B-O. Let's go. I'm a fool.
Let's go. It's your boys from the motherfucking Bakersfield Underground, the Bug. And I'm over here with my broski Junior.
What's up, guys?
Hell yeah, that's the kind of energy we need right now. What kind of shit was that, dog? There you go. And I'm the Big Broski. I'm known as the Biggity Bomb. I'm everybody's broski. And I want to welcome everybody to the Bakersfield Underground, the Bug. Damn it, man. I'm going to cut the song short right here, all right? But, you know, there's been a lot going on in the world right now. You know, Junior, have you been living life, Junior, or have you not been living life like I have?
I've been living life, man.
I love that right there, man. Hell yeah. So we had a UFC fighter from here, I believe he's from Fresno or Bakersfield, right? That made he performed at UFC 250 Freedom over there at the White House. Are you aware of that event?
Yeah, I watched it, dude. I watched it last night.
I thought that was cool that he was over there representing, you know what I mean, the town. Yeah. He made it. He's in the big league now. And what the fuck does he do? He does some stupid ass shit.
Oh, shit. That was him?
That was him, bro.
Oh, fuck.
What kind of bullshit ass shit is that?
Dude, that was not the place to say stuff like that, man.
Or was it? But I mean, I just think he could have said anything else, right? Anything fucking else, and he would have been a fucking hero, right?
Yeah.
But he comes up with some stupid ass shit, and now it's representing all of us now, right?
Yeah.
I'm over here trying to represent this town, bro, laying the flag down over here for this town. Yeah. And you got a motherfucker like that who fucks it up for everybody, dog.
Dude.
Damn. So hell yeah, man. Like I said, congratulations, but damn it, man. I hope he was fucking around. I sure hope he was fucking around. It could have been a joke. Maybe I misunderstood. Did you take it like, hey, man, he's throwing jabs out there? Or did you take it as a joke?
No, he definitely took a political side.
He legit did, huh? Yeah, man. Yeah. Maybe I was trying to cover for it, but I was like, fuck. Why did out of everything that he could have talked about, you know what I mean? Hey, the UFO files, this is bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, he could have been saying anything other than that.
Yeah, I told my partner about it, right? Because I was watching it by myself.
All right.
And I heard that, and I was like, "Oh shit!" and you know, like you can hear the audience kind of like didn't cheer it on. There's some noise,
yeah,
but he didn't cheer it on, dude.
Yeah.
But Joe Rogan though, like he kept it cool. Like he didn't react or anything. Yeah. Like, dude, if that was me holding the mic, I would have been like, "Oh shit!"
You see that? That's why you're not doing that. No. You have to be cool. It's kind of like that, you know. Chris Rock situation, you get smacked, the show continues. Yeah. You got to keep going. You know what I mean? So dude, because if you look at the news everywhere, right? Because that's what he wanted. Yeah. That's what he wanted. He wanted to make an impact, you know. He wanted to be in the news. He wanted people to talk about him, right? Which is what you're supposed to do, right? Yeah. He should have left it in the octagon, but no. He came up with the dumbest fucking thing. He could have said, release the JFK files, damn it.
Yeah.
He could have said that, right?
Yeah.
Something that would have been worth it, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it wouldn't have gotten like the same energy that you know, Michelle Obama's a man, but I mean, come on now.
Instead of uniting, right? like the whole point, I think, of that thing is that we unite, right? And then he divided. Because I was like watching this thing and I'm like, look at it. Like, look at the audience. Look at the people that are fighting for America. You know, they're wearing the American flag and we're all chanting USA and we're all unitedly chanting for our own people to win, right? So we all kind of united for this guy, for the American thing, and then he divided people.
I mean, look, besides, I think that whole event was fucking ridiculous. I don't know why it even took place. It's a bunch of political bullshit. I'm not going to get into it, okay?
Yeah.
But no, I'm not cool with that. But anyways, I just thought, like, everywhere you see this news, right, about this fighter, it says where he's from, you know, so everywhere, man. So it's like, dude, fuck.
I must have missed it. I wasn't really paying attention.
Oh, I was reading up on the news.
I was just like rooting for our team. So it actually took me a couple of days for me to actually like say, you know what? I'm going to check it out. You know what I mean?
Oh, man. Okay. You see, so now that you know what the deal is with that now, do you feel like he made us look bad, or was he like, hey, man, you're on your own? We all don't think like that.
I think he's on his own.
He's on his own. But here's the thing about that, okay?
Yeah.
Months ago, I got sent a message about that same fucking, I don't know if you want to call it a conspiracy.
Okay.
Michelle Obama's a man, right? And this dude from here was legit. Hey, this is true. Here is the proof. So I'm like, look, honestly, I don't care. I really don't care. I'm not banging her, you know. I don't care.
Yeah.
But this dude was legit. This is what's wrong, you know what I mean? Blah, 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 and this and that. And they're lying to us and this. I'm like, yeah, but they're lying to us. They're lying to us about a bunch of shit. Do I care about this right here? No. How is it going to affect any of us? I don't care. I really don't.
How did it hurt people?
Well, it hurt this guy, and I guess it hurt that fighter too.
Well, yeah. I mean, like if she was, or he, you know, if it was true, there's so many conspiracies out there, right? If it was true, like who did it hurt, right? And what was even the point of saying that?
Well, yeah, it's not like it's in the news that we need to find that out, right?
Anything from that?
I think that out of everything, man, I would have said, hey, man, I've been very into like the JFK files, right?
Yeah.
For many years now. You know, that's the number one conspiracy. Is it even a conspiracy now? Who knows, right? Because there's so much shit out there now. I would want those to fucking be real. If I was the fighter and I had to pick, and I had 3 seconds to say something about anything. You got the president right there. You got the world looking at you right now, right?
Yeah.
I would have said release the JFK files and not that bullshit they released a couple years ago, right? That was all put, because all that was all still edited out, marked, you know, dude, give us the real shit. What happened? And we as the people can decide, hey, man, all right, we were right. What are we going to do? I mean, what can we do now at this point, right? But we already know the government is crooked. We already know all that. They're going to cover themselves. And for whatever reason, the JFK thing happened, right? Yeah. So why can't we, look, man, I'm not trying to get political here, right? But are we really this dumb? Are humans really this dumb? Can they just not let us know, hey, man, they killed the president. Hey, man, aliens are here. Do you think we're not ready for this kind of news? Are we that fucking dumb that people are going to go crazy? Like, oh shit, you know, we knew it. You know, they did kill JFK. There is aliens here.
Do you want my answer?
Yeah, man. Tell me, because I'm going nuts over here, man.
I think so, yes.
You think we're still dumb? We probably went back several hundreds of years.
Well, here's the thing, right? Like, no matter what the news is, like, when the proof is right there, it doesn't matter for people. It doesn't matter. They're going to pick a side no matter what. And there's always going to be like this side or that side, right? The opposite.
Yeah.
There's always going to be that. So regardless of what information we do get, people are either going to believe it or they're not going to believe it. You know what I mean? Like, we're looking at like California, right? Like all the money that's being spent. We know that the money is missing, but we don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, what are you going to do about it type shit?
Yeah, and people don't care. So like that's the kind of thing that we're dealing with today. So, yeah, we get the truth, right? The truth comes out. What happens then?
Yeah, pretty much nothing. Life goes on, pretty much, right?
No, yeah.
Yeah, but, I mean, look, man, they're already other countries are already laughing at us, cabrón. You know, you don't want to go ahead in our little town here. You don't want to make us look worse than what we already are, you know? Yeah. But I just thought, I was like, fuck. I was proud that he made it. I said, fuck yeah, this is dope right here. And then that happened. I was just like, gosh, man.
You know what?
Can't catch a break over here, man.
Yeah. Well, it sucks that he's from here. And it sucks that, like, I don't know what nationality, race he is, but, that doesn't even matter. But the fact, though, that I'm pretty content with is that not everybody was cheering. So if they all collectively, like, said, I would have been like, no, we look so stupid.
I think more people were confused.
Yeah, I think that's
what it was. Like, wait a minute, did he just really say that?
People are like, oh shit, why would you say that?
Bakersfield, huh?
Yeah.
Shit, man. Fuck. I immediately went, fuck.
We're on the map.
Pretty much. We had it for like 2 seconds, and then he opened his mouth, and then that was it. That was it. Just remember, if you're that fighter and you listen to the show, if you're a broski of the show, then man. Yeah. Come to the show. We're gonna have to talk about this shit. We're gonna have to dissect that. I want to get inside his mind and I want to go back to that moment when he was in the octagon and what went through his mind. Was he like, hey, this can be big right here. We can open up a whole fucking new conspiracy here. Yeah. This is the one that matters right now. You know, like out of everything that I could have come up with, this is the one that matters right now.
Yeah. Man.
I need to find out now, man. I'm all in now. I'm invested in this shit now.
That to find out.
To find out what the fuck went through his mind.
Oh yeah. Dude.
Oh man, but what a way to get Bakersfield on the map, right?
Jeez, dude.
Hell yeah, man. Don't forget to check out the YouTube channel at The Bug Podcast 420 or just type in Bakersfield Underground. You know, we got a lot of shout outs from the Rich Bundy interview, man. Big shout out to everybody that tuned into that one. Yes, that's the real Rich Bundy. You know, everybody was like, is that really him? That's Ted Bundy's brother. I said, yeah, that's him. That's legit him. He showed you a very good part of how he really is. You know what I mean? Rich is such a fucking cool guy, entertainer all around, you know? So it was a really good interview. You know, we got off topic a bunch, but that's how Rich is, man. You know, he's all over the place.
You know, that's the scary part though. Like, you know, they could just switch on you like that.
You really? Okay, so I got a lot of that too. I got people asking me like, do you think like he can switch? I said, no, man. I mean, me personally, I've had personal conversations with Rich. I've been on the phone with him for a couple hours, and I've had pleasant conversations with him. And most of the time, to be honest with you, he's like a comedian, man. He just finds the funny in every situation.
Yeah.
You know, I even when we were talking about a serious situation like his past, or his brother, I should say, he's very honest about it. And I'm not saying he finds the humor in what his brother did, but more of like his story, you know, and you could, dude, you're gonna be fucking laughing all the time when you're talking to him because that's the kind of personality that he has and shit.
Yeah,
I thought it was pretty cool, you know. Once again, I didn't want to focus.
Cool, man.
I didn't want to focus too much on his brother because that's already been done. You know, we already have 2 parts of that interview. He answered all the questions, man, and he didn't hold back. I'm gonna have to re-release those because they were taken down. But part 1 and 2 of Rich Bundy, the original interviews, man, I don't even know what else to ask him because we asked everything, and he was honest. There wasn't a question that he said, "Hey, I'm not gonna talk about that." He gave us so much on those first 2 interviews. Now it was more about him and his book, you know. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna re-release those other ones because people seem to like, you know, they want to know a little bit more about Rich.
Yeah, they don't care about the.
I mean, they always will, you know, but I mean, Rich is this whole other personality, man, that I feel like people need to get to know this dude.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's actually a good thing that he finally got the limelight for himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. Because, you know, I would think that you know what, off air, I got to get these announcements out of the way, but just to wrap this up, the Rich Bundy situation, Off air, I've asked them, I'm like, man, does it suck, you know, that when people talk to you, they don't want to talk about you specifically, they just want to talk about your brother. But I guess obviously it's gonna bother you, but I guess with time, I mean, look, this happened way back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, and still to this day, I'm pretty sure he gets hit up about when they find out who he is.
Absolutely.
Right? But now it's to the point where it's like, hey man, I got my own thing. You know, there's so much more to that story than just that right there.
Yeah.
I mean, at least that's how I feel. And that's what he's told me, you know. But, man, such a cool fucking dude, man. Such a cool broski right there. And don't forget to follow us at The Bug Podcast on Instagram and TikTok to book your appearances, man. We're booked, man. We are extremely booked right here. And we're about to wrap up this season. Did I tell you that?
Yeah.
This month, already 2 weeks. We're going to finish. We're going to have our last episode at the Crockpot Live. So the Bug Live will be the last episode for this season, man. We're gonna kick off a whole new season.
Dude, I can't wait for that, man.
Hell yeah, that's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be dope, man. And we're gonna finish off this season with some dope ass interviews starting today, man. We got our broski John Uranday. He's gonna be in here today. You know what I mean? An OG over here in the town. So we're there. I got a lot of questions for him.
Hell yeah, dude.
But anyways, don't forget that here on the Bakersfield Underground, we play all genres of music, and not just music. We do all kinds of entertainment, man. You know, today we have filmographer, producer, right? We have all of that. So it's not just music, man. But we break down all the raw and uncensored interviews. We break down the music lyrics and ask the real questions behind your favorite songs. And guess what, broski?
What's up?
If you like one of our guests' music, then you can go ahead and contact them via social media and book them, man. How cool is that?
Fucking cool.
Hey, man, I always thought it was cool that we can have musicians here of all genres, and then let's say you're an audience member, you're tuning in, you're like, you know what, I like this person's music, it would be cool, I have an event coming up, and how cool would it be if I have so and so performing live, whether it's rap, whether it's rock, country, all of that shit, you know? That'd be pretty cool that I can just contact them because they leave their social media here, man.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you can hire people to sing like other people's songs, you know, like cover bands and stuff like that, but to get an actual artist that write their own fucking music,
hell yeah,
dude, there's no other better way to support arts.
Hell yeah, man. And hey, imagine that artist makes it fucking huge 5 years from now.
Fuck yeah.
You were like, hey man, I got the original footage right here.
Corn, or you know what I mean, from Bakersfield.
Exactly, man. Hell yeah. I want to give a big shout out to our sponsors, Fun Gal Pharmacy for our mushroom needs. Shout out Fast Nugs for our flower needs, right? Did I say that right?
Yes.
Hell yeah, dude. Shout out to Go Live Personal Training for all your personal training needs, man. You want to get back in the gym, which I need to get back into it, man.
Oh, shoot.
I feel like I'm not doing enough, man. I got to beat this body up a little bit more, you know, and what better way? I'm going to hit up Jackson Phillips over there at Go Live Personal Training.
And somebody like me could like benefit from that. Like, especially like I'm like borderline hypertension.
Yeah, there you go. Go release some stress out there, man.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
There you go, man. Shout out KRJ Collectibles for all your collectible needs. Shout out Jim right there at KRJ Collectible. And we have our new sponsor as well.
Yeah. Yeah, we're getting sponsored by El Philippine Cuisine.
There you go. Hell yeah. What's the address? So do you know the address? I got to get all this information down, man. This is not cool right here.
704 Oak Street.
One more time. I couldn't hear that. One more time.
704 Oak Street. It's right behind Pizzaville.
Oh, hell yeah. But don't go to the Pizzaville. Go straight over there, man. You know?
Yeah, try out something new.
I think this is really cool that we got some more sponsors, you know, companies, homegrown companies, right? Restaurants.
Yeah, I believe they've been here for over 25 years.
Oh, man. So, you know, they're doing something right over there at that restaurant.
Fuck yeah.
We got to go over there and go have a chat with them and shoot some videos in there, man. That'll be pretty cool right there. Hell yeah. So don't forget, we got the Bug Live happening at the end of this month right here. We have the last Bug Live of this season. Can you believe that? That's how quick that went by.
That's crazy.
So hell yeah, we're gonna end things over here at the Crock Pot. That's gonna happen June 26th from 4:20 to 10 p.m. at the Paradise Palace here in Bakersfield, California. And for that UFC fighter, you're not invited, cabron. You fucked things up already. And the Crock Pot, hell yeah, you're gonna have a lot of live music, vendors, food, drinks, plus more. You know what I mean? We got Neff the Pharaoh, we got DJ 24KG, and surprise guests as well. We're gonna find out who the lineup is here pretty soon. Shout out to our girlski Betty Crocker for invited us to this event. This is a 21 and over event. event, security is strongly enforced, so don't start no bullshit, right?
Yeah.
For more information, if you want to be a vendor or for any information, go ahead and hit them up at thecrockpot.eventbrite.com for your tickets as well. For more sponsors, updates, and everything, man, hit up the crockpotbiz at gmail.com, man. The Crockpot, slow cooked, fully baked. And that's going to be featuring the broskies from the Bug. Hey, I got some plans over there for that event too, man, because, people are going to be faded. So I got some games. We're going to be ready to play. We're going to bring the cameras out there. And I think that we should record some small little segments, right? Listen, I want to bring a piece of the show to the Bug Live event right there.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, like the last time we had the Weatherman Cadillac go out there, dude, everybody was having such a good time.
Oh, yeah, man. So that
shit was fun.
We do a lot of exclusive stuff for the event, So if you're not going to see this anywhere else, you have to be there live to experience the Bug Live and what the broskies bring to the show, man.
Yeah, you got to meet the broskies too.
Hell yeah.
If you like how everybody is on the show, this is exactly what you're gonna get.
Damn, but we can go a little bit more uncensored on that one, because there's no rules on that one.
Yeah, when we're off air.
Hell yeah, man. So get a glimpse of the show. We're gonna have exclusive content just for the Bug Live, man. And the next Bug Live is gonna take place September 26th. Victory Outreach Bakersfield Bold presents the Run for Hope car show over there at Scrambler Park. That's gonna be at 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. The broskies of the Bug are gonna be there as well. This is our second time that we do this car show. There's gonna be trophies, music, food, family fun, and all cars are welcome. The first time we did that, the car show, man, it was dope. It was hot as fuck over there, but it was dope, man.
Yeah, dude.
And everybody was checking out, the girlskis that we took that day.
Fuck yeah. I mean, dude, there's a bunch of guys that would just stop at our booth.
Oh, yeah.
And pretending that they're watching us, but they're really watching girlskis.
Well, and one of them, actually, we did play Love Connection that day, and they got to win a date with the stripper that we took.
Dude, yeah. She's badass, too.
Hell yeah. Man. That one was dope. We had an MMA fighter, Kirsten. Yeah. She was there, too. And once again, we had 3 bachelors try to win her heart. And if they didn't get the questions right, she would kick them right in the ass, bro. Like, SR1 got his ass beat that day, bro. He couldn't even walk right after that. But these are the 2 Bug Live events that are happening this year. So go ahead and check it out, man. If you've never been to a Bug Live event, man, here's your opportunity. Go find out what the world is talking about, man. All the live events that we have, all the games that we have, the raw and uncensored interviews that we do there as well, man. And one of the things, this is more like audience-based, the audience interaction. That's what the Bug Live is all about. Yeah. So don't think because you're not a musician or you're not someone in the public eye that you can't come on the show. Nah, the Bug Live is all about the audience, man.
Fuck yeah. You get to be a part of our group for the day.
Yeah. Hell yeah, for real. That's fucking hella cool, man. Hey, check it out, man. I saw this. I'm big on horror movies, right?
Yeah.
Huge on horror movies. There's this movie that came out, right? Atterrados. It came out a couple years ago. 2017, I want to say. Okay. I can't believe I missed this movie, man. Atterrados. It's called something different in English. I don't know why it's called the other one, Terrified or some shit like that. But it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. I want to send you the link because I want your opinion on this. Man, I can't believe I missed this movie. I haven't seen horror like that. It's not gross. It's not none of that. This is legit ghost, demon like things. Spirit?
Yeah. Dude.
This is, dude, the way that they film. Look, man, we're going to talk film on the second half of the show, with John. But, man, the way that they shot this film,
hell yeah.
Beautiful. It looks like this is legit your neighborhood. That's how real it looks, man. And just to give you a quick glimpse of what this movie is about, Atterrados is about it's a neighborhood just like where we're at. And there's 2 neighbors, right? And there's a wall that divides both of them.
Yeah.
And then there's the neighbor across the street, okay? So one of the neighbors that lives in one of the buildings, he can hear something going on. They keep banging on the wall at night, and they're trying to figure out, hey, is he doing construction? What is he doing? Like, what's the deal? And then on his place, his wife fucking loses it. And I don't want to spoil what happens to the wife because you look at it and you're going to be like, oh, shit. And then,
good.
Yeah. Then across the street, there's a little boy that is playing in the middle of the street, and he gets hit by a bus. Boom.
Oh, shit.
So, the family.
I've seen one of those. Okay, keep going. Sorry.
So the family is like, obviously they just lost a little kid, man. He was like what, 8, 9 or something like that.
Yeah.
And the mother is like, man, it's a single mom, and she's just destroyed pretty much, right?
She would go crazy.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So that ends up happening. They show you the funeral and everything. The weird thing is that 2 days later, she calls the police. They call, an investigator comes in, and they're like, "What's going on?" And they see little black footprints and handprints going to the front door, going to like the kitchen area.
Yeah.
And they're like, "What is this? She being haunted?" She's like, "No, we'll just go look in the kitchen." So they go to the kitchen, and the little boy is sitting right there, bro. That's the picture.
Alive?
No, that's the picture of the boy right there.
Oh,
bro.
shit.
So what happened, right?
Yeah.
How did he come back to life? But if you look at him, he's rotting. Bro, this movie is...
That's like Pet Cemetery shit.
Yeah, this movie is insane.
Yeah.
In a good way, though. It's not like, I like all that gory shit. This is nothing like that. Oh, yeah. It's going to get you when you least expect it. So that these movies, bro, I haven't seen a movie like this where I'm like, oh, shit. Yeah. Where it legit scared me.
Yeah.
Because you have no idea what you're getting yourself into. And from the beginning to the end, this movie was very well written, man. The pace is good. It slowly unfolds. Where you're left halfway through the movie, you're like, what the fuck is going on? What is the connection?
Yeah.
Right? So, and the movie's in Spanish, by the way, so there's subtitles, but I wouldn't even worry about it. It's to give you enough time to digest the whole story. And by the time the movie ends, you're just, man, how is this going to end? Because it keeps getting good, man. The movie's on YouTube right now. It's called Atterrados. What did I say? Atterrados? Atterrados, yeah. So this is really good. I don't know if the YouTube version has the complete version. I don't think there's that much gore where they can't show this kind of movie on YouTube.
Yeah.
But look it up. Atterrados is really good, man. And
comment down below, too. And we want to see what you guys think, too.
Yeah, I want to know what you guys think. Junior, and Cadillac, because, you guys like watching that kind of shit, too.
Well, can I recommend a movie to you? Mm-hmm. This movie is an older movie, but it's called The Maid.
The Maid. Why does that sound familiar? But go ahead. What is it about?
So it's about this lady from the Philippines, and they travel abroad to work for other people, like in other countries.
Okay.
And this time she worked in China to take care of the house and the kid, And so she's just this young lady, still new to the world, still new to working and stuff like that. So she gets hired to help this family. And it just so happens that the Day of the Dead was on its way in.
All right.
And their view of the Day of the Dead is completely different from everybody else's, right? Because, they would leave food for their loved ones outside the house, and nobody's allowed to be out there at a certain time, because that's about the time that they believe the spirits come,
okay.
And instead of going inside your house and bothering you, they just go outside. And give you all the food, and I'm already getting the chills.
That is a belief too. Yeah. So that legit. Okay.
So this young girl have no idea what the culture is about and what was going on. So and there's a language barrier between the two of them. So she's just trying to figure shit out. But man, I'm telling you, man, this movie gave me the creeps. It's also in subtitles, but it gave me the creeps.
What's the movie called? The Maid?
It's called The Maid.
Where can we see this at? Do I have to bootleg it?
You can try to bootleg it.
Hell yeah, man. I'll get it.
Yeah.
So this is what I like about movies that get recommended like this, right? Because sometimes it can be good, sometimes it can be bad, right?
Yeah.
But I trust that your movies because you look like the type that you like story.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm big on that.
Yeah.
I don't care what kind of genre it is.
If it's not convincing or if it's cheesy, you're already lost me.
Yeah, exactly.
But this one I was invested, so that's why I'm recommending it.
The Maid. What year was this? Did this movie come out? This sounds familiar, man.
I would like to say like early 2000s.
All right.
I don't know if you've seen it before, but
it sounds very familiar, but I'm going to check it out
anyway. Yeah,
I'm going to check it out. I do know that I've gone way back in horror, bro. Like movies from Mexico that were made like in the 60s, bro, that were horror, or like, dude, I like that kind of shit, man, too. It's kind of like, it's a little cheesy, you know, because, you know, the technology changed, and, you know, the way that the effects, you know, blood, all that. Yeah. It looks different now than it did back then. Back then it was like ketchup or whatever the fuck, but just the storytelling and all that shit was pretty dope.
Can I tell you a funny story about like scary? So I like scary movies. My mom hates it, and she doesn't want us watching it at the house, right? Because she gets scared very easily. And back then, we were cheap. So the cable to my room was connected to the living room. So whatever they're watching in the living room is the only thing I can watch.
All right. So you were forced to just watch that. I get it.
They watch down there.
That was me too. Yeah.
Yeah. So, or if nobody's watching there, I could change the channel and go up to my room. But one day, you know, I'm in my room chilling, and then I see the channel change, and my mom put it in a Filipino channel. She loves like the Filipino drama. And there's a show called Maalala Mo Kaya, which is like, would you remember? Like that.
Okay.
So she...
Mala Akabayoga?
No. Maalala Mo Kaya.
Mala Akoya.
Maala Mo Kaya. Yeah.
I already forgot the first. But okay, anyway, I just wanted to say it. But it sounded cool you saying it, man. But go ahead.
Yeah. So anyway, this show is about like people writing their stories, something big that happened in their life, and then they would send it to this lady named Charo, and it's always starts off with "Dear Charo," right?
All right.
So she would read part of your story, and then it goes into the movie or to the show. So then you start watching it. Yeah. Anyway, it's always drama. It's always something that's gonna make you cry, make your heart hurt a little. You know.
It wasn't a telenovela, like a soap opera type shit.
No, it's like more real.
Okay.
Because it is real. It's about real people.
All right.
So anyway, but this happened to be on a special for Halloween. And the Filipinos Day of the Dead. And every time they would always have something different. Anyway, my mom was watching it. I can tell because, you know, she would like to fold her clothes and watch the show. And then she would cry and blah, blah, blah. So I'm watching it along with her, not knowing what it is about. And then next thing you know, dude, there's a possessed person, right? And in the daylight, there's this big open air window, right? That's because there in the Philippines, it's always the same temperature. So you see the freaking person floating outside the house and goes across the window. And I just saw the channel go, boop, 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 boop.
What the fuck?
My mom started changing as fast as she could.
So you couldn't even see it,
Dude, she get freaked out so fast.
That's fucking hilarious.
I started laughing. So then I go, what happened? I want to see. And she didn't want to, but I forced her to watch it with me.
Oh, man. What a dick.
She was screaming. She was cussing me out. But, dude, that shit was funny.
Fuck. You see, my parents, same thing.
Yeah.
Especially my mom. She was really scared of all that. She still is, right?
Yeah.
So I remember back in the day, I told him, Mom, do you want to watch a movie with me? And she was like, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
So I put The Exorcist on, bro. And, you know, both my parents were preachers, right?
Yeah.
So they were like, what are you watching? And I said, hey, man, this is a really good movie. Let's just check it out.
Yeah.
As soon as that girl got possessed, she was like, nope, I ain't watching this. I want you to turn off the TV right now. You're not going to let this in the house. They gave me a big old speech. And then they went into my room, and then they saw all my VHS of horror movies, and they threw all that stuff. And yeah, they did. They threw it in the trash, but I went back and I got them.
Did they think that like the devil comes out of those movies?
Oh yeah, man. My parents, look, man. I grew up in a messed up household, bro.
Yeah.
They they let me do anything, bro, because they were both always at work. So I was there by myself, and I was like pretty much all my brothers and sisters, they were older. They all moved out. It was just me. Yeah. So I was home alone the majority of the time. That's why I never went to school. But anyways, I was there. I had a big old, my wall was all VHS, later on DVDs, collection of nothing but horror movies, man. I've always been into horror movies, man. So then, they went up to the room and they saw all this movies. But, you know, all horror movies had like good covers, like where you were like, oh shit, this thing was crazy. Yeah. They would just grab them, bro. Grab all my tapes, bro. Just grab a big old black trash bag and threw them all away, man. I think they probably left me with like three VHS, bro.
Dude.
Yeah, dude. It was crazy, man.
Hey, this is why I know that we get along, because if I had grown up with you, we would have been watching. Yeah, would have been watching
movies. Yeah. You want to hear the crazy thing about that room where I used to live at is that I painted the whole room black, right? All the walls were black, and I sponged like a light gray. So make it look like smoke, right? Yeah. But at nighttime, like the black paint absorbs any light. Yeah. So it was just pitch black there, like a lot. And I hate having lights on, bro. Yeah. It was like being in the dark because I like watching movies like that or even listening to music, right?
Oh yeah.
So when I moved out, my sister came back and she moved into that room. And I remember that she would call me and she would say, "Hey, bro, did you ever hear noises here in your room, your old room?" I said, "No, man, I never did." And she's like, There's something going on in that room because I could hear like,
no way.
And I'm like, man, maybe it's just somebody like, because you know I try to explain things away. Yeah. And she's like, no, this happens a lot. And as a matter of fact, the boyfriend that she was with at that time, he says that he saw something moving by like the closet area. He said he saw it with his eyes. And then she kept asking me, "Are you sure? Did you ever do anything crazy in here?" Yeah. That might like, no, I don't fuck around with the Ouija board. That's not my thing.
Worshiper.
Never, yeah, but I just watch movies, man, and I do a lot of internet searches, you know. But but I never like approached anything like that, you know. Yeah. But I guess till this day she would tell me, that room was haunted. We saw a lot of things in there. I said, hell yeah. Why didn't they come when I was there? Maybe because they're like, this fool's already crazy and shit.
Oh, well, you know, the same thing happens to me, though. Like, shit would happen at my parents' house that, like, not all of my siblings would have any experience with. Yeah. And I wonder, like, what the fuck? Like,
they go for the weakest person. Nah, they go for the weakest person.
No, that's dude. What it is. They go for the person with the extra skill. You know what I mean?
I don't think I have. Well, I mean, I don't know. That's the skill I guess I don't have and shit. But that would have taken movies to a whole other level. Imagine you're watching a movie and then a face pops out, bro. Like, dude, that would be crazy.
I mean, there's times where like I hear the door like knock on the door like that. It's always two, like that, right? And most of the time I'm on my phone and I'm like, "Hey, hold on," and I open the door and I'm like, "Oh shit, nobody's here." Like, I'm in the second floor, right? Of the house, and my parents are downstairs. So I'm by myself up there. And when I open my door and I look down and it's pitch black down there, I'm like, oh, hell no.
You wouldn't go down
there. No, fuck that. I have everything I need up there. Like, I have a bathroom, you know. And if I need to get out of the house, I would go through the window.
Wow. Did you ever go to the Habersfeld building when we were recording there? Yeah. I think you said you did, right?
Yeah, okay. Dude, a few times.
Man. Okay, so I don't know if you know, but I used to spend the night over there working on different projects there. Yeah. Like I would leave in the morning. I would stay there all night. Yeah. Not sleep. Yeah. But I would hear things in there. In Cadillac, there was a situation with Cadillac. I've told the story before on the show. But there was another situation that happened there where the power went out. Yeah. The whole building. Yeah. Power goes out. And I'm still there, bro. This is like 2, 3 in the morning. I'm there when the whole power turns off. And I'm like, oh shit, I wonder what's going on. So I'm like, oh, fuck, maybe it's time to go already, right? Yeah. And then I open the door, and do you remember where we were at? You see just hallways right there, right? Pitch
creepy.
Dark. Yeah, creepy. Even in the daytime,
fuck
creepy.
Yeah. With all the lights
at
on?
nighttime.
Hell no.
So then I'm like, fuck, dude, let me just get my stuff then. Yeah. And you hear things in that building. Like you legit hear things there.
Oh, fuck yeah.
At all kinds of hours, right? Yeah. So I'm trying to head to the elevator, but there's no power. So I have to take the stairs. And we were what? Third, fourth? I don't remember what floor it was. Fourth floor?
I think third or fourth.
Okay.
Yeah, third or fourth.
So I have to go down. Did you ever take the stairs on that building?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is pitch black, bro.
And it fucking echoes.
It does. Every little step.
Every noise. Yep.
You're like, oh shit, that was a sound effect. Yeah.
No, that's not pretty.
But yeah, so I'm going downstairs.
Yeah.
And I'm already freaking out because I already have heard things there.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, every little noise that I hear, I'm like, oh shit, man. I'm like, okay, another floor to go. Another floor to go. Another floor to go. And you just have, even when you're in the front lobby, in the downstairs lobby, you still feel like an energy there, man. You feel like you're being looked at,
Yeah.
Like you feel like there's something there. Like people think I'm crazy when I tell them that. And I love all this shit. But in that moment, you're like, oh shit, dude, your heart starts like beating fast.
Yeah.
And it ain't until you get out of that building, you're like, you can breathe now.
Yeah.
But there's something there, man. And that happened
there's
at that
definitely
building.
something there. And, I know for a fact that like I have that sense.
All right.
And a lot of people do too, right? That they would say like, if I walk in, I can feel something.
Oh yeah.
And then there's something's there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. No, definitely that building, dude, from the very first time I went in there. I don't care how much lights you got in there.
Yeah.
Dude, like you would feel it.
Oh,
you
yeah.
would feel there's something weird there.
Yeah, hell yeah. And that's what I loved about going to that building too.
But when I like that shit.
I like the fact, okay, so if we would have had like a room similar to where we were at, because the view was nice, but if it was a little bit bigger, it would have been nice, right? Mm-hmm. But just because, but that whole vibe of it being haunted, I love that. I didn't like, I guess, the whole situation, how we got in there and everything, right? But I really did enjoy that that it's haunted. I like that shit. But especially because I used to spend the night there a lot, bro. And it was just like, fuck.
No, I can't even walk behind somebody. I have to be in the middle of you guys walking down the hall.
Yeah, and I noticed, here's the funny thing about that. I noticed that nobody would walk alone. Nobody would leave alone.
Yeah.
Everybody would always be waiting there for somebody to walk with them.
And fuck you for sending me down by myself to go get one of our guests.
And then, you got light during that time too. Dude. It's still early. But hell yeah, man. Those, I think that's the only thing that I miss about recording there was that feeling of like, hey man, something
you're
is
not
here.
alone.
Something is here. That is fucking hella crazy, man. Junior, I don't know if this has ever happened to you, man, but this is the way I started my week. Okay, so I go wash my clothes at the laundromat, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just chilling right there. I threw everything in, and I'm just chilling, bro, editing videos and shit. And when my clothes was done washing, everything came out fucking red.
Red?
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? What happened? I don't have a red shirt. It turns out that I guess the person that was washing their clothes there before I did left a red shirt there. So all my white clothes is like fucking peach, almost reddish.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck. I said, I guess I'm going to rock peach fucking clothes for the rest of the week. Has that ever happened to you, man?
Yeah. So I used to wear like shirt and tie, for work. And when I washed my white shirt by accident with my colored shirt, and it came out with like blotchy colors, I was like, oh, fuck. White shirts aren't cheap.
Yeah. Any little stain, man. Any little stain gets it.
Yeah, dude. Like, no, it's happened to me before.
Don't you think that we should have, by now, we should have some kind of technology of some sort where we can have shirts that don't fade or shirts that don't, stain? Or so, are we not there yet? Does this even exist? And I just don't know about it.
It probably does. It may be the type of material too, because I know cotton can bleed out a lot too.
Yeah.
And where they dyed it, you know what I mean? Like if they dyed it in China or dyed it in a cheap way, then it's probably gonna fade. That's why I see that you wear a lot of black.
Yeah.
And black is hard to maintain.
It is.
You have to use like cold water and blah 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 for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So as for me, I think just never wash in hot water.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Don't wash it and don't dry it. Just take it out. Let it air dry.
Dude,
that helps.
We have all kinds of like technology, right? That's so advanced. Like, how the fuck did you do that? Like, now, like, Tesla can make us dream and all that stuff. And yet, we're still having problem with our clothes.
We still got faded clothes, man. What the fuck? We're on TV with faded ass fucking clothes.
Maybe that's why aliens don't wear clothes. They're like, fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take it off.
I'm going to look cool
I
no
don't
matter
have a vagina anyway. You know what I mean?
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
But yeah, I never understood why we haven't kept up with the technology as far as clothes. What about other countries, man? Do they have the same problem? I always look at Japan, China, because, you know, they're more advanced than we are. Do they have clothes that fade? Have you ever noticed that? Maybe you should start paying attention to that.
I've seen some racist like commercials from, I don't know if it's China or Japan.
All right.
About washing clothes.
Oh, okay. Well, what do they say? Well, what is their way of washing clothes?
Dude, they have smaller washing machines.
Okay.
And it doesn't look like the same kind that we have.
All right.
I feel like maybe it's their detergent that's better than ours. I don't know.
I don't think it comes down to a detergent. I think it comes down to the fabric, right? Because the fabric is the one that gets the color faded. You know, because that has the color either tinted into it or dyed into it.
Yeah.
Or what else could it be? A detergent, I don't think has. Yes, it helps you clean.
Yeah.
But the color is already there on the fabric. So what is it that I'm doing wrong that our people in the Far East already got down?
What kind of detergent are you using?
Fuck, I can get anything, bro. I'm not like whatever about it.
You got to get like Tide.
So it has to be a name brand? Is that what it is?
No.
Yeah, man, I've had that all blacks because all my clothes is black pretty much. So I've gone that detergent that says all black or whatever the fuck, and it still fades with time.
Yeah, dude, I don't know, man.
That's a mystery. That's a mystery we got to figure out.
I've been avoiding getting black clothes, but you know one thing that do stay better is anything but cotton.
That is true.
Because I have
kind of like that fabric that you're wearing right now, right?
Well,
what is that? Polyester? What is that?
This is. I would never wear polyester. That's pure polyester.
Yeah.
But polyester mix is always better. I feel like it's always better.
But that kind of material does last a little bit longer than cotton.
Oh, absolutely, dude. Like I know for a fact because I've seen it, and I have to wear black for when I do photography and stuff.
Oh yeah, so you don't blend into the.
Yeah, and I wearing like really light, like thin type of material.
Yeah.
And for some reason, that thin material just never fades. I don't know what it is.
We got to figure that out. We got to find out what it is.
Like, stay out of cotton.
We're going to get it tested, and we're going to find out. Because I'm at that point, bro. I'm going to start wearing silk sheets, bro, and that's it.
Fuck yeah,
I'm going to have a toga party and just wear that. Because they wore white. They were smart. They wore white. That shit doesn't fade. It stays white unless you got sweat stains on it, right?
No, dude. I don't think it stayed white, though. Like, I heard that people use the bottom of their clothes to wipe.
Yeah.
In some places.
That's what real men do, man.
Ooh, hell no.
Dude, that's what real men do. What you talking about?
Hey, the Greeks, the barbarians and stuff like that, they were the cleanest fucking people ever. Like, they even had people cleaning them. You know what I mean? And they're always clean shaven. They got the nice skin because they put the olive oil all over them, you know?
Yeah, they're all olive fucking skin tone and all that shit.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's fucking crazy, man. I was one of those people. I'm tired of buying clothes.
Yeah.
And I need to figure out a way to go ahead and just keep my clothes for a longer period of time.
Yeah.
I'm going to start wearing fucking sheets, just kind of like what they do over there in those countries where all they do is just wear a sheet. Fuck it, right? You don't have to worry about underwear. You don't have to worry about a shirt, a sweater, shorts, nothing, bro. Just a sheet and some fucking sandals, homeboy. Let's go.
Let's go. I mean, dude, that's what I'm wearing right now. Just always sandals, man.
I got you beat already, you know? Hell yeah, man. How about we do a little bit of the weekly weird news, man? I don't think I did it last week, huh? 1, 2, 3, let's go. Da 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 da. Oh yeah. Man, there's been a couple of news over here besides that idiot UFC fighter, you know, that crazy weird news that had happened, man. So check this out. In Rio de Janeiro, okay, there's bungee jumping over there.
Yeah.
All right. So there's this. There's this. Oh man, I've been wanting to do that for a while, but this kind of stopped me for a little bit. Okay. So there's this lady. She's fairly young. She decided to go to Brazil to go over there and bungee jump.
Yeah.
There was a long line. There was a line of like 80, 90 people waiting to be jumped. So when it was her turn, she was excited about it, man. So she was getting ready to get tied up, and the two gentlemen that worked there, they picked her up. She was kind of gonna go like this, right?
Yeah.
And they're gonna go ahead and throw her like that.
Yeah.
So when they throw her, they realize that the people waiting the people waiting realized that they didn't tie her up. Her safety harness wasn't on.
Fuck.
And the crazy thing about that is, after they threw her over, they just stood there and just like waited. The people that worked there, they didn't even realize that they didn't put the safety harness on. Oh yeah, man. That's what's going on in San Luis Obispo.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Sao Paulo, Brazil, actually. Yeah, dude, that's crazy, huh?
That's the risk that you're taking, though.
Yeah, dude.
I guess that's what the exciting thing is.
Yeah, man. It was a 21-year-old woman, man. Her name was Maria Eduarda Rodriguez de Freitas. Man, she died like that, bro. Look, there's a picture of the way
down.
You can see the rope right here. Look at that, the harness, and then with the rope. And they just threw her.
At least she's got a helmet on.
I know. There's a video, man. There's a video. The crazy thing about this is that she survived it when she hit the ground. She didn't die. She died later on.
That's even worse.
That's even worse, man. That's even worse.
Yeah.
But damn, bro, I don't know, man. We lost a good one right there.
Yeah, we lost a good one.
That sucks, man. 21-year-old, man, which I think is crazy, man. So here you go. New UFO files. Have you been keeping up with the news? They released some more, UFOs.
Yeah.
They describe as a spinning disc, glowing orbs, and one object shaped like a potato, man. What do you think? Did you see the clips? Did you see the videos?
Yeah, I've seen some, probably majority of them, yeah.
I still do. I hate the fact that we cannot get a picture of an alien or a legit, sharp, perfect image of a UFO. Do we all? I mean, come on, man. We all have at least an iPhone 11, right?
Yeah.
The cheapest one is probably that's out there. Probably people still rock that phone, man. That's still a good camera, enough for you to take a good, decent picture, right? So why do we still keep getting all these blurry shit, all this other stuff?
No, we're getting tossed. I believe that the government is laying it down on us easily, right? Let's start off with the things that you guys have already seen and probably seen many times. And now they're showing us things that are a lot clearer, right? We're seeing
clear? I don't know about that, man.
No, clearer. Like you can see it more clearly, right?
I don't know about that, man. I don't know what pictures you've been watching. Right?
No, the first time that they released a set of footage or whatever evidence, it was very blurry, shaky, and grainy or whatever.
Yeah.
So the second time that they released, everybody's like oohing and awing about it because this time it's getting clearer.
Yeah,
so there's the promise that from here on it's just going to get better, right? And a lot of people are in, a lot of people are waiting for the body evidence, the bio evidence or whatever you might call it. So we want to see those footages because we have seen stuff and we're like, is it real? Is it not? We don't know, right? Until the government releases it themselves. And then that's when we can start to see it.
Look, man, we're at that point already where I'm getting fed up. I've been fed up that they just don't show us the fucking body already. They don't show us. I mean, y'all, if you're an alien and you're listening to the show right now, just reveal yourself already. We could still hang out. We'll still be cool. We could still have movie nights. We could still drink together.
Yeah.
I'm not here to judge anybody.
You can be yourself with us.
Yeah. Why would you want to look like us when you could look like yourself already, right?
Fuck yeah.
They look way fucking cooler, man.
Yeah, we're supposed to all love ourselves.
Yeah, like they got no nose. Why? I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
They got a little slip of the mouth.
They don't even scales, man.
They don't even fucking use their mouths anymore. They just bam.
Think about food, Oh, I'm full now.
Yeah. Like how cool is that, man?
That is fucking cool.
I want to have an alien best friend. How about that?
Me too.
It's about damn time.
How do you know you don't have one already?
That is true. How do you know that I'm not one myself?
Well,
I always said I'm unusual.
Yeah, you are.
I always say I'm not from here.
Yeah. I do feel like your head would open up one day and we just see a little person in there going, "Hey guys."
Yeah.
I'm Biggity Bomb.
Yeah, man. That's what they call me in my universe. Yeah, my planet. The Biggity Bomb, dude.
Dude, wait, before we move on.
Yeah.
Today I saw a reporter, a news reporter, and some people that work for the government. And this news reporter was asking questions about like, hey, so we know about 4 different types of alien species, right? Mm-hmm. So she named the 4 of them, and she's like, how many are there? And the guy answered with, are we talking about bipedal or plasma?
Yeah, now we're talking about a whole other situation now.
So yeah, bipedal are like beings that walk with 2 feet, and then there's other things that maybe like a snail. I don't know, whatever it is. But in short answer, he said we have several dozens. Fuck!
But who is this person? Is this a scientist or who is this person?
He works for the government. I don't know who he is. There's a bunch of them in the background. I don't know, FBI or whatever they are.
So they could be aliens that are like centipedes and just walking around.
No, we know about the insectoid or whatever they're called. They're the type of different species, right?
What about the Balchinian from Men in Black?
Ooh.
Did you see that one?
Nah, that guy's cool, though.
Balchinian, dog.
Dude, yeah.
Stuff exists, man. That shit is out there. I will never stop believing, man. I will never. I'm always gonna. You're not gonna convince me that we're the only species out here, man.
Fuck yeah, no, dude. I believe it. I mean, dude.
I got my eyes on everybody.
Yeah, dude.
I always watch people, and I'm like, I don't really talk to people, but I watch them.
I've always had suspicions.
That dude, that chick right there. Yeah,
not real.
Her titty felt different last night. There's something going on in there, man.
And her vagina's kind of biting me too. And I was like,
that's
you know what? It's okay.
Yeah, a little bit of teeth is okay. Oh man, but anyways, moving on to the last article over here. A mom wanted a better life for her 6 children. All right, so she started with their names.
Okay.
All right. So here we go, man. Check this out. At first glance, Nevada, Montana, Indiana, Arizona, Missouri, and Dakota sound like theme set of sibling names, but the story behind those names, one mother's effort to give her children identity, unity, and hope for greater possibilities, man, that's a lovely mother right there, is what made them a standout choice for Today.com's Baby's Name of the Week. All right? Ooh. And I want you to tell me what race this is, okay? In a neighborhood where too many futures seem already written, Xavier Grease Davis was determined to help her kids write their own. All right, raising 6 kids in Newport News, Virginia, while struggling with the same hardships that had shaped her own life. Green Davis wanted her sons and daughters to see themselves as something larger than their circumstances, so she gave them the names that were impossible to forget. Once again, I repeat. Nevada, Montana, Indiana, Arizona, Missouri, and Dakota. All right, these are the names that were chosen.
Dakota is
All right?
Yeah.
So the names weren't chosen because she traveled the country. What she saw in those states was possibility, man. Lives that stretched beyond the blocks where her family lived. During periods when Green Davis was in and out of jail, she also wanted the names to serve as a bond between the siblings, man. Something that would keep them connected as a unit, no matter what they face.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Their names became part of a shared identity. And they say that it works. The weatherman over here late today.
What's going on, everybody?
It worked, Montana Jones 26 tells Today.com. We've been close our whole lives. It's always been the 6 of us. Now, I want to ask, okay, with the names like that, I want to know what race would actually give out those names, okay? So I'm going to repeat this. It's kind of like I just got here. I'm going to repeat the names. Let's say. The names were Nevada, Montana, Indiana, Arizona, Missouri, and Dakota. What race, Junior, what race do you think they are?
I'm going to go with white.
White.
Just so that I don't get.
Why would you say white? Okay, you want to keep it safe.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Like those, I could see white people naming after
Those places. Are a lot of white names.
Yeah. Dakota. Come on.
All right. Cadillac. What do you want me to repeat those names, or you got it already in your head?
I got it in my head.
Are they white or are they black?
Damn. I would say half, but
no, you can't do. You got to go white or black or whatever other race.
Yeah,
black.
Black. Why do you think it's black?
I know some Dakota black and some.
You know some Dakotas already.
Yeah, I do.
Well, with a name like Cadillac, I mean that's another one right there.
Exactly, and plus, we got unique names, so crazy names.
That's true. This is not weird for you. This is like your neighbors, pretty much,
exactly.
brothers and sisters, pretty much.
Yeah.
All right, Junior, you're gonna stick with white, and you're gonna stick with black. All right. Here you go, man. Here's the picture of all the kids, all 6 of them.
Bam! Look at that.
They were all, their mom named them after all these fucking different states, man. That's crazy, man. Cadillac, your name fits right in there as well.
Exactly.
Hell yeah. And that's going to do it for another edition of the Weekly Weird News. Let's go. La 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 la. Ole. Now that you hear Cadillac, there's one story that I didn't read, but I'm going to, real quick, I just want your opinion, okay? Let's say that if one of your friends went to Mount Everest, tallest mountain in the world, right? If and he happens to pass away up there, he died, right? And his mom is like, Cadillac, you love my son. I want you to go over there and bring back his shoes that he went climbing with as something for me to remember, or us to remember him by. Would you do that?
Go to Mount Everest and get a pair of shoes that remember of something of him?
Mount Everest, yeah.
Fuck no.
You wouldn't do that for your best friend. You wouldn't go up there.
Fuck no.
That's what's going on over here. Look, man, that's the dead body right there, Mount Everest.
Exactly.
So they want to go over there and pick up the green skis right here.
Fuck no. Why would fuck I want to go there? So you mean that you don't give a damn about my life? If I die out there?
Yeah.
So hell no.
You wouldn't do that for your friend. You would not do that at all.
Hell no.
To each his own. Hey, he made that choice. You will not go over there and risk your precious life over there.
You damn right.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fucked up right there.
I don't give a damn how fucked up it is. My life? So you telling me I need to risk my life to go up there?
It's only several couple hundred feet above.
For a couple hundred feet?
Yeah. Well, he didn't even make it halfway. He died halfway there. So you don't have to climb the whole mountain. You could just go over there and just find him, grab the shoes, take his air tanks, you know what I mean, and go.
Too short, too soon.
That was it. That's why you didn't go, huh? That's why your shoes are still here.
It's like, I'm thinking with logic.
All right.
No, I'm not doing that. No.
All right. So before we wrap this up, Cadillac, you have a lot of energy today because earlier today you were like a zombie. Ooh. You just weren't there. You were for the past 2-3 days, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
What the hell have you been up to? Why do you have this much energy here right now? What did you do? Did you take a power nap or what the hell happened?
No. See, the thing is, while I was at work, I shouldn't never. It was a good thing and a bad thing. I drank a mocha cappuccino.
All right. So
it kicked in about a good 15 minutes. It kicked in. I'm up. I'm moving around, no problem. But the side effect is that shit tear my stomach up. Got me gasping too, boy.
Shit, man. Really? That's what's going on. Okay, that's what that sourpuss face you had all day?
Yeah.
All right.
So, man, I didn't. Then the bed, I was just down, tired. I was, damn. I don't know what it is. Lately, at night, I can't sleep. My body won't let me go to sleep. It's like that. My body let me go to sleep at a certain time, like after 2:30. I'll shut down and go to sleep.
All right.
Lately, I don't know. I haven't changed no routine, anything like that, but I don't know what it is. So
all right. So what I'm going to do now, thank you for telling me that, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to send you some videos so your punk ass can start editing some shit. And you're already awake. You might as well get to work.
Fuck yeah.
True. Fuck yeah, you too. Yeah. Fuck yeah, all of yeah.
What you got over there, man?
Okay.
We got a couple minutes left, so go ahead.
I brought a culture food for y'all to try.
For Junior to try. All right. See, all this time that he was talking, time that he was talking, and now he finally brought something for you. What do we have over here?
Oh, man. Let's see.
That's cornbread.
Ooh, cornbread is good, man. That's nothing weird.
It's so warm.
That actually does smell good.
And I brought fried cabbage.
Fried cabbage, huh?
Fried cabbage.
All right, Junior, that's all you right there, man.
How am I gonna eat that with my fingers?
Yeah, you can.
Dude.
Can you go get a fork while Cadillac describes what we're looking at over here?
Ooh.
Okay.
And
what you're looking at is a cabbage with 2 types of sausage: Polish sausage and regular sausage.
what kind of sauce is in this thing, man?
Sauce. Well, it don't have sauce. I seasoned it.
All right.
So I used different types of season.
That actually smells good, yeah.
Seasoned, and it got purple peppers and red peppers in there.
All right, you made this yourself.
Yes.
What is this dish called?
It's called fried cabbage.
Fried cabbage, huh?
Yes.
Oh no, you're good. It's gonna be all you, Junior.
Oh, fool. What?
You try it out, man. Come on.
So in my culture,
Give it the smell test before you even take a bite.
so in my culture, if you didn't have money,
Just see what you just did right now.
That's fucked up. Hey, that smells like hospital food right there.
Oh, hospital food. All right.
Okay, go. Come on.
damn. So let me give you a little background on it.
All right. Hurry up so he can go ahead and take a bite.
Well, you gonna take a bite. So thing is my culture is that when you didn't have money at all, you
You cook the cabbage?
Yeah.
Shit.
Cook
Like
cabbage.
a whole cabbage.
Yeah.
All right.
Matter of fact, I cooked 2 whole cabbage. So I made some for here and I made some for home too. So my kids at home, fucking it up right now. So
All right. Junior,
So-
you what's going on over there? Why do you keep giving it this weird look? You don't trust his food, or
No. I'm checking out what's in it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
do you have any questions? I mean, he's right here. You can ask him.
Exactly.
I already kind of see it. So like it's really good, by the way. And I can taste the sausage.
Yeah.
And the sausage works really well with the cabbage. And I see like red bell pepper and yellow bell pepper, right?
Right.
Dude, delicious.
Eat it with the cornbread. You'll see the difference.
Eat it with the cornbread? You got to eat both of them? I thought you eat cornbread by itself. You got to eat it with this?
Eat it with that. Just try. Just try.
I've never seen this before, but okay.
Just
I
try.
mean, I don't.
try.
Is that gonna kill the? Because you got that kind of bread with this kind of food right here. Does it even blend?
Yeah, it's gonna blend in real good. Cause
Did you make the cornbread?
yes, sir, I did.
All right. I'm gonna
Yes,
try
sir.
it.
Try.
Well, take a big fucking bite, man. Come on, stop being a bitch. Just get the whole
Yeah.
thing. There you go.
I don't want to waste it, man.
Well, you're gonna eat the whole thing anyway, so.
Honest opinion. Give me an honest opinion.
All right. Well, while he's chewing on that, I mean, you already tried several of his dishes, right? He always brings different dishes and shit. But is this better than the egg? Do you think this is better than the egg that he brought you?
Yeah. Hands down.
All right.
I ain't even question. Don't even question me with that.
All right.
So yes.
So Junior, what's going on over there? Tell me what's the flavor like, man? What's going on in that mouth, man? What are the taste buds telling you, man?
There's a lot of like savory flavor coming from the fried cabbage. Mm-hmm. So you get that savory, a little bit of spice, like, and a little bit of umami flavor. I don't know how you're getting that, but and then with the cornbread, you get the grit, the dryness of the cornbread. It falls apart, like. So it's very dry to eat by itself, but when you put it together, it works.
Yeah.
And the sweetness that the cornbread brings, it's just like, it kind of like gives you a full spectrum of flavors. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Great job.
This thumbs up right here. Kind of like, I have a question.
Oh, what?
Did you
What's
wear a beard nest when you were cooking all this? Because you have this fucking beard that just goes everywhere. I would hate to, I would hate to have be enjoying taking a big, you know what I mean?
Make sure.
Yeah, I don't want to be taking a big bite and then find one of your white hairs on my beautiful soul food right here. Did you just answer the question? Did you wear a beard net?
Fuck no, I didn't.
All right. Well,
Fuck no, I'm just.
all right.
Hey,
It is what it is.
It's home cooked. You get the full flavor.
Okay, so what is this dish called right here? This is legit soul food right here.
It's just legit. We call this poor man food.
Poor man's food, okay.
Yeah, that's when you
Oh,
can't.
man.
Poor
Yeah.
man food. This is when that you can't afford no food. Someday you want to.
Oh, I thought that was this one.
It's both of them.
Okay,
It's both
okay.
the same.
They're both poor, wait.
Yeah. They're both food. So
all right, that's not bad at all. Then.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, man, if you got enough money to make a dish like that, I mean, you're not that broke then.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, it costs $15 to make this.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
For your
that's
whole
not
family.
bad at all.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's good.
And it lasts for like a couple of days. Well, I made so much of it lasts about 3-4 days.
Oh wow.
That could last 3 or 4 days in the fridge, and it won't get soggy or anything like that.
Yeah.
I like that right there, man. I like that right there.
All right.
All right, so we can live with that right there. Hey, John, have you ever had poor man's food?
Heck yeah.
Okay, he has. All right, so
Potatoes.
okay, so you see, he already know he has his own dish. He has his own poor man's dish. Hell yeah, that's what's up right there. So Junior, are we gonna give it a thumbs up, thumbs down? You've been waiting for this dish for many months now. You know, he's been talking a lot. He's never brought anything, but now he finally did. So
I'm pleasantly surprised because the last time, like, Biggity Bomb was saying that it tastes like shit, right?
Yeah. It did. That's why.
But I'm not gonna trust his taste because he's very particular with food.
Very picky. Notice I didn't even take a bite. Yeah.
Heck yeah. So for me, I'm gonna give you a thumbs up on this.
Just one. It can't be 2 thumbs up. Just one.
Dude, I'm still waiting on that soul food, like the crayfish and all that stuff. So that kind of soul food.
You want to get deep. You want deep into that soul
take me
food.
to the south. Dude.
All right. So
bring me a crocodile. Come on.
This is white man's food right here, Cadillac. What's going on?
White man's food.
Yeah, that's what a fucking cabbage.
Food.
A cabbage.
Yeah.
Come on.
And a hot dog. Come on.
And a hot dog? Now he's insulting your food now.
Oh, you insulting my food?
Yeah, no, I'm not.
You got to die, sucker. You.
All right, so now
it.
you have to bring some legit soul food.
That's fine.
This is okay. Yeah. Let's call this an appetizer.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. But you
bring your lobster.
you don't feel the soul in this food then.
Lobster?
No, there's a lot of soul on this food. I already told you. I gave you a thumbs up, so you stop screaming at me.
I'm not screaming at you. I'm just saying that. So seafood is not part of.
It's not?
No, that's not part of our culture.
Dude, I thought that was where the soul was, man, in the bayou.
All right, so are we good? Are we good with it? Does the Weatherman get a pass on this?
He does.
All right, so the cornbread is good. You said the mixture, everything was good.
Yeah, I can't believe that you can bake. I just don't.
Did you really bake this, man? This was really you.
Yeah. Why is it not in a pan, dude? It's in a freaking yogurt.
Because I made it in a big pan, and I didn't have no containers, so.
No. You got to get whatever you have at the pad, bro. If he doesn't have any copperware or anything like that.
Yeah, well.
This is poor man's food, damn it. You put it in a Greek yogurt. You know what I mean? I mean, come on. What the fuck? Now you're just being picky now.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, like, how did you make that so good? Like, it's really good.
I think that part of the Greek yogurt is still in there. So that's what gave it the flavor, man. This is dope right here, man. Well, Cadillac, thank you for bringing the food right there. This was excellent. And Junior, you got lunch for tomorrow and you got dinner for tonight, man. So there you go, man.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. So Cadillac, thank you very much for finally coming through. We've been waiting, almost a year for this right here.
Yeah, because I getting tired of you all up in my ass about that food. Stop fucking around, bring some food, Cadillac.
Yeah, finally. God damn.
I don't need you to rub it in.
But anyways, man, we're going to wrap this thing up and we'll stick around for the second half of the show. We got our broski John Uranday over here in the house.
Yo, Baco, got a vision that needs to pop? Lade Productions is the spot where creators make waves. We're talking visual, audio, print, all in one place. Drop your next hit, shoot that fire content, or print out the dopest designs. It's all here. This ain't just a studio. It's your creative HQ. Lade Productions, where Bakersfield creates.
KRJ Collectibles is a spot where all the broskies go to find the rarest and dopest collectibles. From Funko Pop, Bandai Namco figures to my favorite McFarlane Toys collectibles. With special guests popping up for live in-person meet and greet like the hardcore legend himself, Mick Foley, to the original Incredible Hulk, Lou Ferrigno. At KRJ Collectibles, you never know who's gonna show up next. Follow KRJ Collectibles on social media to be the first to find out about their famous super sales. So don't be left out. Visit KRJ Collectibles at 1410 Weibel Road, Suite 102. That is 1410 Weibel Road, Suite 102.
You've heard Go Lift personal training on the Bug, and now it's time for you to visit the facility. Go Lift personal training offers many services such as group fitness, youth sport training, and personal training. Come and visit the Go Lift training facility where you will see a variety of workout equipment to better enhance your workout. They also offer one-on-one personal training, meal planning, grocery shopping, meal prepping, counseling, so they have you covered no matter the situation. Go Lift Personal Training has the best team of fitness professionals that will get you and your body in sync on the path towards reaching your fitness goals. So what are you waiting for? Visit Go Lift PT on all social media or goliftpt.net.
Hey everyone, it's your girl, Madam Micah from the Fungal Pharmacy. When I'm in the lab, you best believe that I am making quality capsules, teas, and chocolates. And when I'm making that candy, you better believe that I'm bumping that Bakersfield Underground the Bug. Hit me up on Instagram and let me take care of all of your mushroom needs. Much love, everyone.
What's up, broskies? It's your boy, the Biggity Bomb, over here back with you. And I just wanted to take the time to thank you for listening in on The Bug. And if you like what you hear, then don't forget to like and subscribe and pass it to the left-hand side. Yeah, that's right. Let your broskies know what's going on with the Bakersfield Underground. And don't forget to follow us on social medias, man, on Instagram and TikTok at The Bug Podcast for all show updates and how you can find out if The Bug Live is coming to your town, man. So go ahead and check that out. See ya, broskies.
What up, y'all? It's your boy B3. Go ahead, check my album out, Mark of the Beast, out now on Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, Yahoo Music, whatever you mess with. You know what, broski? Shout out to Bug, my guy, broski. Go ahead and just play the single off of the album.
Hey, homie, he's getting tired of dudes just getting over on us.
Let's go! La raza. This is for la raza. This I'ma start it off. Shout out to OG SA Kid Frog. And you know the vibes all brown with the red, white, and green pride. Talk crazy, that's a no-no. Hit you once, make you lean like a cholo. So don't be a tonto. All the hottest asses bouncing like a Lolo. And them girls that can really get it. Backseat with it while we hitting switches. You tripping hard, boy, you ain't want nada. Cause this is for la raza. This is for la raza. This is for la raza. Flow crazy, yeah, I go loco. You ain't good, not even un poco. Boy, you a culo, remedial motherfucker, borrow. Make it count nice, talking big queso, fresco cheese, blanco queso. In the back, rolling the horta, best Cali Kush, Bramota. I thank God, yeah, 8th day. Then I'm brown and I live in LA. You got a problem, boy, you ain't want nada. Cause this is for the raza. La raza. This is for la raza.
Hey, homie, I'm getting tired of dudes just getting over on us.
And we are back with the Bakersfield Underground, the Bug. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we were already talking for like 5-10 minutes.
It was live.
And it was a deep conversation, too.
It was deep. I was talking about my ancestry and all that.
I know, man. Oh, you had me in tears.
Yeah.
And I realized
I think we all cried that we had that moment real quick.
Yeah, you know, we were all, we were all there with you. We were having a moment, and that's what we call it.
A prayer moment.
Unfortunately, you know, I didn't push the record button, you know, and it is what it is, right? That's going to stay between us now.
It is. And I'm okay with that. I got to be emotional privately, and I'm okay with that.
All right, now let's act hard now. Now we're gangsters now, right? Hell yeah, we're back with the Bakersfield. There you go. We're back with the Bakersfield Underground, the Bug. And we're over here with our broski, John F.U, a.k.a. John Uranday, right? Hell yeah. Did I say it right this time?
Yes. Even saying it again.
Yeah. No, the first time I was John.
I still like
Uranday.
Yeah. Like I said, my dad would be very proud. Very proud.
You got a very aggressive name, too.
You know what? It's there's so many Garcias and Lopez's and, you know, but there's very few Urandays.
Bam, there you go. It's an original.
And my family, my dad had 17 brothers and sisters.
Woo, I believe that.
The family is big.
Yeah.
But as soon as you ever hear anybody like, oh, do you know so-and-so Uranday? We're like, yeah, we're related. We're related.
In one way, shape, or another.
Yeah, we're related.
There's the Uranderos over there. John, where can we find you at on social media, man? That's your camera right there.
On social media, you can find me on Instagram, Cut 'em Films, TikTok, Cut 'em Films, the website, Cut 'em Films, CUTMFILMS.com.
Bam, there you go. And that stands for something too, right? Cut 'em Films?
Cultures United Through Media.
I love that right there, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
thank you. So you've done a lot for this town. My goodness. I thought we were here to talk just movies, but no. And I love this, though, because I get a guess and I do my research, and I'm just like, there was just so much that you have done here just in this town, but now you've expanded in a major way. But let's bring it back. Let's take it back, okay? You do films now, but you've been doing all types of media, radio. You've done like that story. We're gonna spend a long time just talking about just that alone, man. Okay. So the reason why I love this is because you did what we are doing right now 20, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Back when it was like unheard of, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And the way I love the way that you did it too, because you were doing, can we even call it pirate radio? Is that what would be the word?
You could definitely call it pirate radio. I mean, we were doing podcasts before there was a term called podcasts.
Yeah. The Core Live, right?
The Core Live, yeah.
How did that get started, man? What was the idea behind that?
I will give you a quick version, but it's still kind of long. I did my first film. It was a short film called Ringside. And the Bakersfield Californian did an interview. They put me on I Street at the time, did the cover and stuff like that. And there was an internet company. This is 1999.
All right. Okay? Y2K era, all right?
56K, 26K.
Yep.
That. And this company reached out to me. They were here local, called Pixel Show. And the guy reached out to me and he was like, hey, what are you doing with your film? And didn't really know. We just did it. And he's like, we would like to put it online. So they invited me down to the office. I went down to the office, and they were located right across the street from, I know it's not Rabobank anymore,
whatever it is now.
Yeah.
It changes every month.
So whatever that
Mechanics
was,
Bank now.
Yes,
yeah.
Mechanics. He was right across the street, right behind the crepe place.
Yeah, where the little restaurant is at, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were right. He was right in that building. I go down there to check everything out, and he's basically trying to do a Netflix before there was a Netflix.
Oh, check that out.
So he was trying to create a platform for streaming content before YouTube and all of that. So great idea. They were good guys. A bunch of nerdy dudes from Bakersfield.
Hell yeah.
And so he's showing me around the office. They had the whole back building behind the crepe place. And so they're showing me around, walking me around, and there's a radio station they had in there. But it was a rock radio station. It was just a regular radio station. But it was on the internet. And so I was like, he's like, well, what do you want? Like, what do you want in order for me to put your film, online? And I was like, bro, like, I wasn't greedy and I didn't have that mindset or nothing. So I was like, I come from a hip hop background. I used to be a recording artist. So my background is being an artist. So at the time, I was like, give me a show on your radio show so I can put everybody that I've known, that I've worked with on. Like, let me have a show.
Hell yeah.
And he was like, he sat there and he looked at me like he had this like dumbfounded look, and he was just kind of looked at me and he just like, he goes, you just want a show? And I was like, well, yeah, like I don't need much, you know, just give me a show so I can, you know, put my guys on. And he was like, why don't you come up with your own radio station? And I was like, oh shit, I didn't even think about that. I was like, a whole station? He was like, yeah. He's like, and I was like, and I started kind of going through my mental Rolodex, and I knew everybody. You know what I'm saying? I knew everybody from the town that was DJing, that was just starting to DJ, that was wanting to be a DJ, were artists at some little level of whatever they were doing. And I reached out to everybody, and next thing you know, we had a staff of people. Then we launched the Core. We had DJ Reflex. He tells this story. I've known DJ Reflex. I don't know if you know DJ Reflex.
Yeah, I know who he is.
So I've known Reflex since he was like 14 years old. And I remember he told me, he's like, you got to come and talk to my mom. And I was like, really? And he's like, yeah. He's like, she doesn't want me to do the late night DJ stuff. She thinks, you know, that I'm just going out and just fucking around. And so I had to go and talk to his mom and be like, you know, is it like I'm John, you know, I'm the owner. And I'm like, I think I was like in my 20s.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Yeah. So you were fairly young.
Yeah, I was fairly young, and it's just, and we joke about it now, and I didn't understand it back then, but we joke about it. And he's like, yeah, you're like 20 years old asking if you can take this little 14-year-old to go and DJ. And I'm like,
this was a different time, by the way.
It just sounded so weird. But it's so funny because those people started on the Core Live. I mean, there was DJ Turbo. I mean, just all these DJs that were from here. I mean, even Damage was just beginning to DJ at that time. And all these people were like, they just wanted to be a part of it. Everybody, like, it was so funny because there was so many different shows of people that wanted to do a show. And there was like, you know, we had one called The Murder Show. And they were like, just wanted to do West Coast gangster hip hop. Oh, like that was it. It was, and it was called The Murder Show. I mean, there was other shows. We had poetry stuff on there. We had just regular, you know, hip hop shows on there. And it was the very first, from what we know, it was the very first live video radio. So what the rock station was doing, it was just radio.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, can we do video? And he was like, yeah, you can do video if you want to do video. So there's videos of me. I don't know if you found them when you were looking, but there's videos of me holding a little webcam and I'm filming the guys DJing, and people would come in and rap, and they're rapping and I'm working the webcam on them because we could only get like one or two cameras. Sometimes just one. So I'm like filming and they're DJing and they're talking and I'm like, I'm working it like a live video camera.
So, okay. So let's real quick. Did you even have an idea of what you would need to even start a radio, the equipment?
No.
So, because you're saying it, you're fast forward.
I didn't even know how to send an email. This dude, I would have to go and ask this dude, and he would get so mad. He's like, I've already showed you how to send an email. And I'm like, bro, like this, to me, it was a completely brand new landscape. It didn't exist in our culture. It didn't exist for our age group. It didn't exist for our community.
And then you're dealing with those, what was it, 56K modems?
56, 28K. Like,
wait for a connection. You get the
exactly.
Right? I remember all that.
And so it was just like, I would have to go and ask him, like, hey, you know, how do we do this? And he'd come in and he'd hook up equipment, and he's like, you need this computer. And at first he was like, I just thought you were going to do the radio show. And I was like, bro, you like gave me the idea. Like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do something. I'm going to do it. And so like it was funny because I was bringing in taggers from here in town, and they decorated the whole set and everything. And I really reached out to the people that I knew, and to like bring everybody in, because I was like, if we're gonna do this, I'm gonna bring everybody. Let's do it.
That's dope. That's dope that you had the backup to do all of that.
It was, man. There was just, and everybody was working for free, bro. Everybody was like donating time, and people would be there for like 8-10 hours. Not a complaint. People would go out in the parking lot, smoke weed, just chill, drink, come back, do their show. But it's so funny because where we were at, talking about the Rabobank, so the place had a parking lot, and so on nights that the Rabobank would have events, people would go and park in the parking lot. So then we had the webcam inside the show, and then I would go out, and I had a video camera, and I would go out, and the staff would call the tow truck company to tow the cars out of the parking lot. So we would film them towing the cars out of the parking lot, and then we'd film the people come back looking for their cars. So we were making all these like early YouTube video content videos of people like, where's my car at? And we'd just be laughing, just sitting there watching. And then like one of the guys, he was called Porno at the time. His name's Eddie Chavez. And he was just another young kid that was just eager, just like, put me on. I'll do anything. And I was like, hell yeah. I'm like, all right, like, he had gab, bro. He could talk. Hell yeah. And so he was the one that would go, and he's like, John, there's people parking in the parking lot. Can I call them? And I'm like, yeah, do it. He's like, and we're gonna film it? Yeah, we'll film it. I got you. And so he would make these little skits out of it.
That is dope.
Everything. So everybody was everybody was eager, man. It was a brand new thing that was happening. And we were doing it here in Bakersfield.
That is awesome that during that time too, there wasn't a lot of shows. There was hardly any shows like that. Now, I don't know how it was over here because in Bakersfield during that time, because in 99, I was in Palmdale during that time. Okay. So I know over there wasn't anything like that. It was just pretty much dead over there, right?
Yeah, you just had regular radio. You know?
Yeah, regular radio.
That's it. There was nothing. Like I said, what we were doing was not in our community. Our community did not have dial-up. Yeah. Our community was like, what they didn't understand it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was too new during that time.
When it finally started taking off, we were getting hits from college places. And we did a college tour because the only people that could reach us and really get us on the internet were college kids. And we were getting hits from UC Davis, Sacramento State, everywhere, Stanford. Every college was jumped on it. Then the dude would show me like all the data from where people were watching us from. So I remember the first time he came in, he's like, hey, can we have a meeting? And I was like, yeah, what's up? And he's like, I got to show you something. And I'm like, okay. He goes, so we've had this other station. He goes, just, does what it does. He goes, but I'm going to show you this. And he shows me and he pulls out just a list. And he's like, you got 150 people from UCLA. You got 200 people from USC. You got 75 people from UC Davis. He goes, but here's the problem. I was like, what's the problem? He goes, you're getting hits from the Pentagon. I was like, what? He goes, they're watching you. He goes, this is brand new. He goes, so I'm letting you know, make sure you guys aren't smoking weed on the air. Okay. He's like, make sure, still, I know this is a brand new territory. He goes, and you're having fun. He goes, and the audience is loving it. Like, they're feeding off of it.
Hell yeah.
So that's why the college people were feeding off of it. They were watching DJs spin right there in hip-hop music that they couldn't hear, period. Like, they could hear regular radio stuff, but this was brand new, white label record shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so he was like, you got to really watch. You got the Pentagon watching you. So then we did a college tour, and we started going out and promoting it, and it was getting hits. We were getting hits from Disney. We were getting hits from everybody.
Really?
This was the Wild Wild West when internet companies were like a whole brand new place, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
And we were doing it from here.
Were you expecting this much that fast?
Not even
close.
Because
it kind of sounds like you went in not even knowing anything about radio. You want to have a show, you have an idea.
Yeah.
But the whole situation is trying to put it all together, getting the right, material.
You're a writer. You write,
Yeah.
so you're pretty good at that. You're pretty good at filming all of that. But now you got to buy equipment now. Stuff that you probably never even heard of.
Yeah.
Because again, that's money too.
Yeah.
And so how do you go about all of that now? Renting a building now? You were at the...
We were still in their building at that time.
Okay.
Well, that's before. That was another part.
Okay.
Yeah. But at that time, we were in their building. And then that's when they finally asked us to move because they were like, you guys are... Like, we were going 24 hours.
Yeah.
And they would leave 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night. We're still there. Artists are coming through, smoking weed on the patio. People are, getting a little faded. It's like I said, it was a whole brand new thing. So it was like they were like, "You guys are wilding out," like, and it was because we were starting to feed off of what was actually really happening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So and not only the people that were working at the station, like artists that were coming through. Like we had Chino XL come through. Like we had people coming through because it was brand new.
Yeah, that's dope.
So we would go to shows. We'd get drops. Like I got drops from Method Man, Exhibit, Run.
A young Exhibit.
Yeah.
That was like when he dropped his first album. I saw it.
I got drops from all these people. Man. And they're like, check out the core live, like just doing drops. And they were like, what? Like, and then they'd stop and they'd be done. They were like, so what is this? And I'm like, this is internet radio. Like, this is a whole brand new thing. And they were like, what? And so they were just completely blown, but they were just like they had no idea that it was happening. But when we were going there to get drops and we were explaining, hey, get us your new records. Don't worry about customers. Don't worry about nothing. Get us that white label shit that nobody else has, and we will spin it on the air.
Bam.
And they were like, done. So we were getting records that nobody else had, that we were playing all that shit.
Hell yeah. But you made it easy, right? They don't have to be jumping hoops.
There was nothing. It was just relationships we were building on the spot and just out of, we like your shit. And they were like, we like your shit. We don't know what it is. But
but
you're here.
But we're down with it.
Yeah, you're here. And obviously you guys got a camera in our face. And so you must be doing something.
Yeah.
They respected it enough to be like, okay, we'll send you some shit. We used to go to Loud. We used to go to Priority. We'd get shit right from the labels.
Right straight from them. Yeah.
Bro, and it was dope. Just because like we had like DJ Slice, X-Ray. We had a lot of DJs that were just around us that were just it was a brand new thing, man. It was the wild, wild west, bro.
And speaking of DJs, a very young 24 kg, and I've seen the videos, man. I messaged him today. I said, bro, and I sent him a screenshot. I said, this is you right here. He's like, where did you get that from?
You know what's so funny is because we stopped for 10 years.
Yeah.
And then because I just put everything on hold, it was everything that was happening in 1999. I think it happened too fast and it was just too many people had their hands in the pot. Everybody was trying to get involved and everybody was trying to have a say because I was pretty lenient. You know what I'm saying? After that, I was like, I ran it very differently. But when we started again in 2010, we were at the old Costco building, the original Costco building here in Bakersfield. So that's what you're talking about. And when we were there, it was funny because a friend of mine's named TJ Esposito, he owns 17 Cigar now.
Yeah.
And he's the one that he was like, hey, John, he used to work for a lawyer. I forget the name of the lawyer, Larry something, Thompson. I think it's Thompson. He used to work for Thompson. And we were good friends. So he was like, hey, he's like, I got access to this building. And if anybody did have access, it was definitely TJ. So we were like, all right. So we go to check out the building and he's like, bro, he's like, you can have this space, you can do this, you can do that. So he's pitching us on it. And we're like, all right. So like a couple of us came together and we put our money together and we had basically where they would do the tires. We had that whole part of the old Costco building. So we had the garage. I turned that into the very first green screen in Bakersfield.
Oh shit!
Turned that, and we shot stuff there, all kinds of stuff.
That's
But we built a studio in there. Then my big cousin JT came in. opened up a recording studio in there. So we had a recording studio in there. We were shooting music videos in there. We were running the station through there. So it was crazy.
It's an all-in-one.
It was, and then this is when KG was at Play 103.9, and he was an intern there. Yeah. So when he was an intern, he was like started coming around because my younger cousin E, brought him around. So he would come around and he was like, "Hey, can I get a show?" And we're like, "Yeah, anybody."
You were just giving away shows, huh?
Just giving away. We were filling time. We were trying to do 24 hours.
I wish I was here during that time because I walked to the stations. I'm like, "Hey man, I got an idea." Nah, man, you don't have the personality. Fuck. I'm starting my own shit then.
And it was cool because Joseph Gomez, Jogo, is the one that taught KG live on the air. Basically, he would show them while they were doing their show. So they'd be playing music, and the music's playing, and Joseph would show him in between sets, basically, and show KG how to DJ. So
that is crazy.
KG was learning how to DJ live during the show.
Shit, man, look where he's at now. Yeah. That's insane, huh?
It's crazy, bro. Like, there's so many people that have came through the core that I was just like, it was just really... to watch them now to like where they're all at, like it's awesome to see all of that. Like that was a moment in time right there, man. I wish I would have been here during that time. That would have been hella dope to experience all that or even be a part of that. It
would have
been definitely an experience. I mean, there's like I look at like the Redeem and them that do like the backyard boogie thing and things like that. Like, there's just so many people that, I mean, Redeem and all these people were DJing way before that, but they came to the Core Live and people got to really work on their craft and their presentation, and that's what it was. The Core allowed them to work on building their brand, and everybody. Thank God, all these people took that and learned how to build a brand for themselves. Yeah. Because I think that's the one thing they all got out of it, is that they knew how to establish and keep going.
Bam. They were smart about it. You know, take the experience that they have there and take it to the next level. Yeah. I like that you did that for everybody out here, man. That's
I just provided a platform. They did it. I just gave them a space to do it, and they all did that on their own.
Bam. There you go. That's a whole story right there. Yeah. Did you keep any of the recordings? Can we have any
I wish I did. There's certain things that I have. Yeah. Like I was even doing a morning show with my friend Cudham Dave.
Hell yeah.
And our morning show was crazy. And I mean, he would work downtown at the bars. And when he would get off he would close up at Riley's or wherever he was working at. And it'd be like 3 o'clock in the morning. We'd start our shows like at 6 in the morning.
Oh shit.
And so he'd go to the office because we were right there. Then we moved from the Costco building and we moved to where the Jasmine Thai is, next door to Jerry's. So we were in that building.
Oh, okay.
So we moved from Costco to that building. So we took over that whole building, created a radio station up on the second floor.
Oh, that's dope.
And so he would walk over there 3-4 in the morning and be drunk and sleep for a couple of hours. And he would wake up in the morning. I'd go and wake him up like, all right, it's time to do the show. And he would have a little bottle of Crown every single show, and it was like his coffee. It was like his coffee.
Oh hell yeah!
So he would drink it on the air, and it was so funny because Matt Munoz, he used to have a magazine called Bakatopia.
Oh yeah,
and he used to write for the Californian. Yeah. So he came and he was like, I want to. He's like, you guys we were getting like 100,000 views a week, like easy. No problem. People would watch our show, and they would watch from 6 in the morning till 5-6 o'clock at night, nonstop.
Oh shit!
And we could watch them watching for that. Like, they wouldn't log off in 30 minutes. They would keep it on all day long while they were at work.
And remember, this is a time where we didn't have phones that had internet, so you had to be either at home where there was a computer, a desktop, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That is dope.
And they would play it all day, bro.
That's dope.
And it was so crazy because we were able to monitor and see all of that.
Yeah.
Like, it was just crazy.
Yeah.
So it was funny when Matt wanted to come down, and he came down and he was watching, and he wrote an article on the show. He's like, crazy show. He's like, this is groundbreaking, everything they're doing. Like, he said, you know, all the awesome, cool things about us. And he goes, but the most interesting thing, he goes, is watching Dave Creech. He goes, and open a bottle of Crown at 6 o'clock in the morning and drinking like no chasers, no nothing, not
Straight
mixers.
up, yeah.
Just drinking a bottle of Crown, 6 o'clock in the morning. And it wasn't drunk talk. It was just him, like, just talking, and he was a very charismatic person. So he knew he had the gift of gab, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but it wasn't drunk, like slurring. He wasn't rambling. He just had, me and him had great energy together.
Hell yeah. I love that though. When you have that energy with somebody, you just nonstop, especially if you got two people that can really talk it up.
Yeah. Because that's a slippery slope. Because some people could have been like, okay, one dude's doing the show, the other dude's just a fucking drunk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it could have gone probably bad. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't that. You know, like, he was on point. His jokes, boom, boom, boom. Everything was on point. And so that's what people enjoyed about our show. Like, it was just dope. It was good. Man, I used to love doing that show.
It's fun, huh? Doing like radio like that, I can't even imagine, man. Especially during those days where you were doing video at that time, but even before video, where all you could do is just listen and imagine what that person looked like, right?
Yeah.
That, dude, I'm a huge fan of old school radio like that.
And it's so funny because I shot all the openings to everybody's show. So if you, I don't know if you saw those, I shot all of those. Girls Talk, Happy Hour, Joseph Gomez and KG.
You were busy then,
I shot everybody's openings to all their shows. I'd record all the shows and set all the cameras up. I'd run basically a training course for everybody that would come in, because I wouldn't do it for every show. I'd be like, here's how you work it. Here's the equipment. Here's your cameras. This is that camera. That's that camera. This is your chat room. This is how you work it. This is how you log on. This is how you log off. Like, I had to show everybody every single time when they would start a show. And I became the guy that would be irritated, like, you don't know how to send an email yet?
Now it's you now.
It went full circle, bro. I went full circle.
Hey, but now you could, though. You could talk your shit because you already did your thing already. That is amazing. So we're here to promote the Zaddies show, right? I don't want to lose focus on that, because that's what we're here for. And that's, do we still have the premiere date of the 29th of this month, right?
June 27th, 11:30 a.m. at Man's Chinese Theater.
Oh, hell yeah. That's going to be dope right there.
What's really cool is I've been doing film and a lot of things for a long time. But this is probably my biggest accomplishment.
Oh, man, that's dope.
It's showing at Man's Chinese Theater where people put their hands in the cement on Hollywood Boulevard. Like, I've been to premieres there. I've been to red carpets there. Everybody that has been with me on that journey has gone, and we've seen things, and we've stood in red carpets next to like Issei Morales and people like that. Like, but now to actually have our show premiere there is like,
that's incredible. World famous Chinese theater, for real.
Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy.
That's awesome, man. I'm happy for you for that. Before we get to that, though, we still got to go down the road of what you did to get where you're at now, right?
Okay.
So tell me about the 99-cent show, man. This is another one that's like, I'm hooked, right? I'm watching all these episodes, and they're about 25-minute, 30-minute long, but there's so much in this 30 minutes.
It's the same thing that goes back to when that guy was pitching me on the rock show, or I was pitching him. I knew artists. I grew up in that scene, you know what I'm saying? So I've always tried to make sure being an artist is a very hard thing, especially if you don't have a budget. And there are talented people.
Oh, yeah.
Talented people that are so talented and so gifted that if they just don't have the money, nobody will ever hear about them. Yep. Still to this day.
To this day, like,
even I don't care if there's YouTube and you make a music video and, you know, the realistic part of even putting content now is you probably get your friends, maybe get a couple of your friends, a couple of your family members to be like, oh, I checked out your music video. That was awesome.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But promoting it is an entirely different thing. Getting actual viewers and clicks and likes and shares is an entirely different thing. So being able to do that, I was just like, every time that I was in the position, I was like, I'm going to put somebody on. I'm going to bring somebody and I'm going to try to open up a doorway because I have the access to the door.
Yeah.
So I would try to bring in anybody that I could that I thought was talented. That's what the 99 Cent Show was. The 99 Cent Show was literally a show that I was like, okay, I know a big enough artist. Like we one of the episodes we had like Pitbull. So Pitbull,
very young Pitbull too,
very young. He had on some tight pants, camel toe pants.
That's that Miami style. Now, was this before Culo or was this? It was, right?
Yeah, a little before that. I was like, man, these pants are hella tight.
That's Miami, all right.
But it was so
camel toe.
We were sitting there, and it's like, I would put somebody like a Pitbull, and we'd record his performance, and we interview him. But that would be the end of the episode. And then in the middle of that, I'd have like an artist like Filthy from the Filthy Immigrants, who was kind of middle of the border, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But had a following, had music videos, had songs out with Master Kaz and things like that, Ice-T. But he wasn't a big name, but he was good. People knew him, underground people knew him. So then I would throw on somebody like, this is before they were even anything, Far East Movement. So I would have Far East Movement, or I would have somebody else that was brand new. Like, and the whole show was basically to show the little guy that was trying to come up and that was really talented, but the audience and the viewer would have to watch the entire show to get to Pitbull. Yeah. So you wanted to watch the episode and you're like, well, I want to watch Pitbull. Well, guess what? You got to watch this guy and understand what he's doing because he's dope. Yeah. And then you see somebody else you probably never heard of and you're like, oh, shit, they're dope. Yeah. And then you get to your big money maker.
The artist is always going to benefit from that, definitely.
Yeah. And so that's what it was. It was just something that, and instead of the internet, I put it on cable Bright House Network here in town.
Yeah.
And I did 10 episodes the very first season. And people were like, we were going everywhere. We'd go to the Bay. We'd go to San Diego. We went everywhere. Yeah. And every artist, same thing. They were just like, bro, you got a camera? Come on in.
Yeah.
Well, you would need it. Who do you want to interview? We were doing shows we'd go with Psycho Realm and Delinquent Habits, and Delinquent Habits would have us be like VIP. That was the very first time I ever went to a show like that, and Latino hip hop, and watching like neighborhood dudes and neighborhood girls slam dancing to Latin hip hop shit.
Yeah.
And just watching an audience all slam dancing to hip hop music. It was the craziest thing I ever saw, but it was one of the most.
It was different during that time.
It was one of the most awesome things ever.
That's dope.
And if I wouldn't have been in that space, or I wouldn't have shown things like that, I don't know if other people would have ever known that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, unless you went to a show like that.
Exactly.
And so we would go and record things like that.
Yeah.
Like, if you saw, I don't know if you saw the clips on there, but like, you see people, you know, just slam dancing, just going at it. And, you know, and they're cholos, and they're like, boom, boom.
Yeah, you're like, well, what are they doing? Like, what the fuck is this?
And they're just going at it, bro.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because, you know, you're watching Psycho Realm and Delinquent Habits, and they're just vibing off of it.
Yeah.
Like, feeding off of it. It was awesome, man. Like we just recorded a lot of very cool things.
It looked like some fun times because you got the first half of the video. Well, the first 10 minutes is like come and visit our sponsor. You know, shout out to the sponsors. Then
man, we showed love to our sponsors.
Yeah, we got to do that. And then you go to a tattoo artist or the tattoo shop and you're interviewing them. Wow. And then you go to a music video, and then a minute later, hey, come and visit this lawyer right here. You know? And then you go to the other half of the interview, and then you're interviewing for Cut 'em Films. Yeah. They ask you one question, you say what you got to say, bam, you jump into another video, and then you go 24 kgs on that thing. Yeah. It's just in that 25 minutes, you get so much. And you know what? During my time, I used to love watching BET, MTV. You know, we used to have the box over there in Pacoima. Yeah. And I remember the box. All of that. So this is like perfect for me right there. You know, so you had everything there. Yeah. And like you said, you got a well-known artist and you stick around and watch a new artist, and after you watch that person, you're like, oh shit, you know, this is dope. Let me go buy his CD. Because during that time, it wasn't like you could just get their album right now. You would have to either order it online or go to a store and get it. So the transition from audio to video, you were already kind of doing video already. Yeah. But did you find that a little bit difficult to keep that energy still on video? Because it is different.
You know what? It was just, I think it was really just on how I was editing everything together. Cousin E, my cousin Eric, he did a lot of the editing for the 99 Cent Show. I got sick for a moment, so him and Cut 'em Dave would go and film and edit, and they probably did 3/4 of season 1. Just the two of them.
Nice.
And they
did a kick-ass job, too.
They did amazing, man. They did amazing. It's funny, like I said, the artists would just take care of them, man. They went and did a show in San Diego, and they're there, and they're with E40, Roscoe Umali. Yeah. There was another artist. Oh, man, I can't even remember his name. Samoan IROC. And Samoan IROCs and they're all from San Diego. Samoan IROC had a big family. Has a big family. And they invited Dave and Eric. They're like, you guys aren't going home. You guys are staying here. You're staying here at the house. You're meeting moms, like they're hanging out with moms, their aunties. Like, you're eating our food tonight. Like, you're not going. We're going to get you guys fucked up. You guys are staying here. And sure enough, they were like, all right. So they stayed. And then Cousin E decided to go see some friends in San Diego, took the car, blew out the tires on the car. Wow. But these people were so loving and just watching out for them. They went, picked up the car, put brand new tires on the car for them because they didn't have the money to replace all the tires. Yeah. So they went and got them brand new tires. They were like, we got somebody. They're going to come out here. They're going to replace all your tires. Don't trip. So they came out, placed all the tires, gave them $100. They were like, hey, it's probably time for you guys to go home. But they took care of them, man. Everywhere they went to, man, artists were just so loving because we were showing that love back. Yeah. And so anytime we were like, hey, your artist is dope, like, you know, and we were showing just natural support, they supported us back in every single way that they could.
That's fucking dope right there.
Yeah. It was an amazing thing, man. Like, just
that's
that support.
Dope. And to have a show like that, right? You got to have a strong co-host. You had 2 co-hosts, right? One of them was it Punky?
Punky, and a girl named Rosa.
Okay, so Punky, right? Yeah. She's like, hey, what's up? This is Punky. I'm over here in Los Angeles. You know, I'm interviewing Doll E. Yeah. And they got this chola right there who's a rapper. Yeah. That's what I grew up with. That was my style over there, right?
Still rapping.
Yeah, she's doing her thing. She's like, oh yeah, well, I got my 3 albums right here and all. Yeah. That shit was fucking hilarious. But to find people that are not from that city come over here and interview them, I was like, oh shit, this is dope right here.
Yeah, they, like I said, man, anytime we went somewhere, we through an artist that we would already interview, we'd be like, hey, who do you know? And they'd be like, oh, so-and-so lives over here, so-and-so lives over there, I'm gonna give you their number, like, you should probably interview them. So it was that, like, literally, we show them support, and so they were supporting other artists. So they'd be like, hey, reach out to so-and-so, like, they got an album about to drop. And so we'd hit them up and be like, hey, so-and-so gave us your info. And they'd be like, hell yeah, come through.
Why not, huh? Yeah, it's opportunity for them. Yeah.
Nobody was turning down shit like that at that time. Yeah. They were just, everybody was like, shit, this is a brand new thing. Like, oh, and we're going to be on TV. That's what they loved about it, too.
Exactly.
Like, you know, there was no hip-hop shows here in town, you know.
It's different.
We were putting people on TV, man, and they were getting people to pay attention to them.
When do you get that as an underground artist? When do you get that opportunity? Right, you're gonna show my video, like that was cool.
We weren't charging nobody. We weren't like, there was no payola with us. It wasn't hey, bro, you want to show your video? Give us $500. Bam. We could have easily done that.
Yeah, you could.
But it wasn't that. It was just literally out of the love of the hip hop. Our sponsors paid for our shows. They would a sponsor would pay us $500-600. Another sponsor would pay us about $500-600, $1,000. So every sponsor would cover the show to be aired and cover us to go and travel to do that show.
Man, that's dope.
And we weren't even pushing them hard. You know what I'm saying? It was just to do it. We were just wanted to do it. Yeah. That was it. There was nothing else. It wasn't a money machine. It wasn't none of that.
So it sounded like you basically were just helping people and giving back to the people and just having fun doing this.
Well, it benefited the companies too that were sponsoring you because you gave them a little commercial spot.
I would shoot the commercials.
You would start the show. Hey, they look good though. You know what kind of? Okay, so
I did everything, bro.
Shit, man, I feel you, bro. Shit, I'm in the same boat as you. What kind of camera did you have? Because I love that kind of footage.
At that time, I think it was a Panasonic something. It was a big boy. And I remember I was at the Niles, and we had done a big show at the Nile, and I was drinking that night after the show, and I was like, hey, I knew the owner, and I was like, hey, Clark, can I leave this here? He's like, yeah, I got an office, you know. I'm like, all right, cool. Came back the next day, that shit was gone.
Hell yeah, that was your fault.
It was my fault. It was my fault. Totally my fault. But it was just like that situation, just like, you know, people saw the big camera and they were like, we're in.
And they were big during that. Okay, I don't know. Okay, you said a Panasonic you had, right?
Yeah.
So I know my dad, like he had his camera that he had to mount here.
It wasn't a home camera. Oh, this was a digital.
Okay.
They had the little tapes, but the camera was still a beast.
Pretty big.
Yeah.
I go back to where my dad had one of those big cameras that had the battery you had to attach it to.
My dad too.
The thing is, I was small during that time. My pops was like, hey, man, you got to record the church service. I'm like, what? I had to carry this in a big old battery that was really heavy, you know, big old VHS tapes during that time.
VHS tapes,
You got to love that, man.
Yeah. By holding that, did the battery get hot on you?
It did, man. I mean, it was just this whole cable. It was a thing. It was a harness is what it was, man.
Yes.
You had just to record, and then you didn't have a monitor. You had to put your iPad. And then you had to hold
black suction cup.
Yep. It got all sweat all over it. Yeah. Oh, man. It was bad, but I got some good footage off of that. That's how I started with recording.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's just fun times, man. Was there ever an episode that got too crazy that, you know what? Hey, man, we can't air this.
Most of the stuff, I think the only things would be the drinking, the smoking weed. But everybody was just so hospitable. Like, bro, come to the hotel room. You know, we're going to be hanging out. You know, you can get footage. And we get some footage, you know, but some stuff, you know, people are just having a good time. They're drinking, you know, they're smoking weed. Like, I couldn't put that on TV. You know what I'm saying?
But you did sometimes, because I noticed one of the episodes, they were interviewing right there by a couch, and then they right in front of the camera, they pass a joint, and you could tell the co-host is like, shit.
Well, I know which episode. We were doing it at a dispensary. We were doing it at a dispensary.
So it's gonna happen. I love that though. That's the kind of stuff that I really do love to see, like behind the scenes a little bit.
Yeah.
Where you could tell she was like, oh, that's a no, but hey man, we're recording. We gotta go.
It's so funny because this was like pre all the dispensaries. This was a dispensary in LA. Lucky Louie. He's got his own brand. If you find him on social media, OG Louie, Lucky Louie, is an OG from LA.
Oh, I love that.
And he has his own brand of, you know, his own brand.
Even then, I mean,
and this was he was one of the very first dispensaries that was in downtown LA, and we'd go over there and we would hang out nonstop because there would always be artists there, Snoop Dogg, and people would just be in the back room just smoking weed, just chilling.
Crazy, huh?
And he'd let us. We'd go through the back stairs, and he would let us just go in through the back stairs to the back door. We didn't even have to go to the front. He was like, he just knew, hey, Louis, we're coming. We'll be there in a little bit. We'd drive. There's pictures. I don't know if you saw. There's pictures of me, Louis, Cut 'em Dave, and Roscoe Umali, and we're driving with Louis, and he goes like, hey, I'm gonna do something. We're like, what are you doing? And he's like, you got your camera out? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, all right. So then he like pulls over some cops in downtown. Like he pulls the cops over. He's like, hey.
Oh, shit.
And so we were like, and he's like, and they pulled over. And there's a picture. You'll see it. I don't know if you look that hard, but there's a picture. Me, Lucky Louie, Roscoe Umali, and Cut 'em Dave in front of a police car, and the cops were just sitting there, just laughing, just chilling. and he's like, "First time you ever seen the homeboy pull over the cops, right?" We're like, "First time I ever seen that shit
hilarious, man.
In downtown LA." That was Lucky Louie, man.
That is hilarious, man. That sounds like a lot of fun times. So I understand sometimes it can be overwhelming with the videos, editing, and everything, just trying to put good content out, right?
Yeah.
And even if it was a 30-minute show, but this shit is jam-packed with so much stuff. It's very entertaining. How often were you guys doing that? Was it once a week, every other day, or every day?
It would be... We had this conversation about staying consistent. So I really tried to make sure I was putting out an episode every week. We didn't start airing the episodes until I had at least 3 to 4 episodes ready to go. Yeah. So when I would have those 3 to 4 episodes ready to go, we were already filming for the next bunch of episodes.
Yeah, because you gotta do graphics, you gotta do a lot of things, which does take time, especially during that time.
Yeah,
it did take time.
Cousin E was so fast, man. He was so badass.
Hell yeah.
I don't know how he would do some of the stuff so quick. He just is very talented at editing. Man, he was just he would knock some stuff out, and I'd be like, "How'd you do that so fast?" And he's like, he would just smoke weed and just zone out.
Do it,
right?
that's how I do it. Now these were like the little mini tapes, right?
Yeah.
So what was he using? What kind of machine was he using to edit those?
We had a computer that would drop down the tapes to just digitize them, and then he would just mess with it that way.
That is dope, right
so
there.
Did you have any shows that didn't make it, or you wanted?
There was some stuff that we shot for season 2. A lot of season 2 stuff. We didn't end up really. I think we only aired like 2 episodes of season 2.
Okay.
But I mean, it's so messed up because I think I ended up moving to LA, and so just everything kind of just stopped. We had at that time we had interviews with Lil Jon, E40, Baby Bash, like a bunch of big. We had comedians, like everybody was paying attention to us now. So like I got really close with Baby Bash, and so anytime he was doing some music video, going to do shows, like we were traveling with them for a while, and we'd go do like we're at the NBA finals in not NBA finals, the what is it? Not the finals, but they do it every All-Star game. So we're traveling with them. We were in Phoenix for like a week with them. And he's doing shows every night, you know, at clubs, everywhere. And there's artists that he's doing shows with, and he had no problem just like, hey, meet these dudes here, they're doing this, woo, woo, woo.
Hey, that's dope.
So artists were just quick to be like, I think he had done a song with Lil Jon, and so that's why we had the interviews with Lil Jon, E40, like everybody was at this music video. He supported us completely.
That's
like he was
right
just
there.
somebody. And then what ended up turning out really cool is because after that, he knew what I was doing, and then I ended up shooting a film. I don't know if you know any of that stuff.
Yeah. We're gonna get to that too. Yeah. There's just so much to talk about, but yes. So there's this video out that resurfaced later on that I saw when it first released, but then it came back when Straight Outta Compton happened, right? The Kid Frost interview, right?
Yes.
So he's on his Frost now, right? But Tell me about that interview, because I saw it years before it surfaced, and I was like, wait, this is Cotton Films right here. Oh shit, this came from you.
Yes.
So
yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
It's so funny because, like I said, from when I did the Core Live, when I did the 99 Cent Show, everything that I had done, I met artists the entire way. I used to be an artist. I went and did shows. I met artists through that way. That's how I met artists, to reach out to them, to put them on the shows. So when all of that happened, I was like, there was tons of documentary about hip hop, and I was like, but there's no documentary or story being told about Latinos in hip hop.
Yeah.
And if you know your history, Latinos were right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they were there. And we were a part of it. You know what I'm saying? The very beginning of hip hop, we were there. And there was artists that were, you know, they were DJs, you know, Charlie Chase, all these people that were right there with everybody, you know, doing the neighborhood block parties and all this stuff. But they weren't getting their recognition. You know, Kid Frost, Mellow Man Ace, like all these artists that were relevant to hip hop, that moved hip hop along, that just nobody was giving them their props. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, since I was in that space already and I was doing a lot of that stuff, I was like, I'm just going to reach out to everybody I know and I'm going to put together a documentary. So I got a ton of interviews with everybody. But the only thing that stopped me is basically the money. But I wanted to go back east and get interviews with Charlie Chases and all this to really tell the story. So that's the only thing that stopped the whole thing. But I had interviews with all of these people. Be Real. I got interviews with Be Real, Proper Dose. There was times when we would rent a studio in LA and we'd rent it for like a weekend. And we would have artists every hour come in. And it was booked every hour.
Dang,
and artists were coming in. And it was so crazy because artists would show up and they'd be like, oh shit, I hadn't seen you in a minute, blah, blah, blah. So they're talking, they're hanging out, and they're going down their own memory lane and all that. So everybody was ready for it and hyped for it. And so when we got Frost, it was so funny because I reached out and I was like, hey, like, I got this thing. He's like, all right, cool. And he came and he was just doing his interview and he's talking about everything. And he's telling everything and he's very upfront.
Yeah.
And then we were getting ready to stop. And then he started talking about Eazy-E.
Yeah.
And I was like, keep the cameras going. And the interview was done, but he just started talking about Eazy-E, just like some private shit.
Yeah. But they were both signed to Ruthless Records.
Yes.
Yeah. People don't know that about Kid Frost, but yeah.
And so he tells the story of how when Eazy-E, right when he went to go do the 90 by Nature music video, Hip Hop Array, he's like, Eazy-E was there. You see him in the music video. He's got the Super Soaker. And he's shooting with Tretch and them. And so he's telling the story. And he goes, so he tells us that story as part of the interview. But then he got he had this like moment of going down his own memory lane, like a private thought. And he's like, yeah, I remember. And then I was like, keep the cameras rolling. And he just started telling us the story of how he thought Eazy died.
Yeah.
And to hear it when we were just like, all of us were just sitting there and we were like, oh shit. Like, should have we recorded that?
But the thing is, like, he was there.
Yeah.
That was one person that was like this with Eazy-E. They were there together.
You know what? He said some of the most realest shit in that interview. He was like, how does somebody die from AIDS back then in like 2 months?
Yeah.
He's like, that didn't happen, bro.
Yeah,
he was like, he goes, especially at the peak of when AIDS was, he's like, people were dying and it was taking a long time and they were suffering.
Yeah.
People were dying, bro. He goes, and he died. He goes, like 2 weeks later, he's in the hospital.
Yeah.
Eazy's dying from
AIDS.
AIDS.
Just like that. Boom.
Boom. He goes, and he goes, if you really know the history of Eazy, he's like, you'll know He goes, his girl never got it. His kids never got it.
Yeah.
So how did his girl get it? Or how did his girl not get it? How did his kids not get it? He's like, but he got it.
Yeah.
He's like, and then to die that quick. So we were just like, oh shit.
Yeah. Like, what do you do with this? With this right here?
So that's right when we had the footage, and right when Straight Outta Compton, the movie came out, we were like, let's release this clip of him talking about Eazy-E.
Isn't that crazy, man?
And it's so crazy because when we released it, like we released it a few days after the movie came out, and when we released it, it was wasn't really gaining any traction. And then probably like a week later, just overnight, boom, overnight, 500 hits, 1,500 hits, 5,000 hits. We're like, oh shit, what the fuck is going on? So at that time, Facebook would put on the side things that were trending.
Yeah.
And so at the time, we were the number one. Kid Frost talking about Eazy-E was the number one trending on Facebook. So then we started realizing we were getting Yahoo Entertainment was putting it out. VH1 was putting it out.
That was major news right there, yeah.
Every single big music publication, VH1, everybody put out the clip from the documentary. That thing has over 6 million hits now.
When did you originally, do you have an idea when you originally recorded that interview?
It was probably about a year before we had released it.
All right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it was out there. I saw it. I was like, oh, shit, this is Kid Frost right there. What's going on? And then it tells the story.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy, man. And the documentary that you're talking about was For the Record, right? The stories of Latinos in hip-hop, which is fucking hella cool right there, man. You wrote a book, too, just recently, right?
Yeah.
Man, let's briefly talk about that.
I realize I got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you got a lot. This is before we even get to the Zaddies premiere, But, yeah, tell me about the book, man. How much work goes into writing a book?
You know what? I've written a lot of films and things like that, and short films and TV shows, and just that's what I do. I write. Yeah. It's like anything. If I hear a dope beat, I'll still write every now and then.
That never goes away, man.
It just doesn't. You know what I'm saying? I just write. So it was literally just, I didn't want to write a script. I didn't want to write anything, and I was like, I want to tell my story. Of when I used to be bad and do bad things, but how I changed my life. And,
I love that right there.
How I went through all these different parts of my life to how I feel like I'm the man who I am today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it was just my story of that, and I just was like, I had been writing on it for a few years, and I'd write a little bit here and write a little bit there. And then just one day I was like, just cleaning out hard drives, and I found a piece here and a piece there. And I was like, let me just see if I can put it all together. And I just started putting it together, and then I just went with it.
That's dope, because it does take time to write a book as well, especially if you're writing about your life. Because there's a couple things that you might forget. They might come back later on.
And I've always tried to be truthful with the things I write. Like, I know even when I was writing that, I was like, man, my parents don't know none of this shit.
Wait till they read this.
They're gonna read this, and they're gonna be like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
And I remember my dad ended up reading it, and he sent me a message, and he's like, "Hey, can I talk to you?" And I was like, "Yeah, what's up?" He goes, "So, I don't want your mom to read the book."
Oh man!
I go, "I know." He goes, I didn't know you were doing all that stuff. And I was like,
that was my life, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I go, I'm not doing it now. I'm like, I said, that's the whole point of the story.
Yeah, yeah.
He goes, I know, I don't know how your mom will handle it. He goes, you're like telling a lot of stories.
And I'm only on chapter 1.
Yeah, and it is chapter 1. So it was just like, I was like, I'm just trying to be truthful, because in order for me to tell you my truth and you to understand how far I've come, you need to know the truth. So you understand it. So when you read the other part of it, you're like, you've come a long way. I get it. Because if I just embellish any part of it or sugarcoat it, it doesn't resonate. You know what I'm saying? It loses its punch, basically.
Yeah. Exactly. The book is called Dreamer, Hustler, and Father, man. Go ahead and check it out. If you really want to know the true story over here, you've gone through so much. You've lived like 10 lives already, man. You're still here.
Man,
you started young. That's what it was,
Yeah.
But what a great time to be alive during that time. It could be a lot of work. It could be overwhelming at times, but man, to be doing that, just doing radio. Who were your inspirations in radio? Did you have anybody? I mean,
I didn't have anybody in radio. I didn't have anybody, like, even when I went to write my first script, there was no YouTube. There was nothing like that. I had to go to the library, go and look for scripts, check out the scripts, read the scripts. Like, that's how I learned how to write a script.
So how to write, put a format together.
How to create a format.
Because it's different. Yes,
yeah.
It is different.
Yeah. So same thing with editing. There was no, I didn't go to film school at that time. I went to film school later. But when I learned how to edit, I went to the library, got a book on editing, learned how to edit, and learned how to edit.
Man, you learn how to edit from a book, which
book.
is different. You're in there reading, and now you got to get on the computer and try to figure it out.
I'm going to tell you something so funny. I don't know shit about cars. Not a single damn thing about a car. Nothing. But if you give me I changed out radiators out of cars. I changed a whole steering column out of a car because I know I can just read a book and follow the instructions.
Mechanics
so
for
as
dummies.
As long as I can read it and understand the instructions, I'll learn it and I'll figure it out. But I couldn't look at it and be like, oh yeah, that's your flux capacitor.
You could go to the future with that one.
I don't know shit about it. Like I couldn't go change an oil thing if my life somebody had a gun to my head right now and like change the oil. I wouldn't know how to do that shit.
Yeah.
Give me a book and I'll be like, oh, okay.
Just give me a week.
I just go to YouTube, see some little 14-year-old fucking. Oh, okay. I can change it in like 5 minutes.
Is that easy, huh? Okay.
Yeah. I'm like, oh man.
Oh man, I got you on
done this a long time ago.
Yeah, exactly. It's funny how you could learn those kind of things now, right? Now it's a lot quicker now. Yeah. You don't have to go to the library anymore and go through the whole fucking section and try to find the one book that has all of that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I miss those days though, for real though.
It's so funny. We were driving the other day and we were just looking at a library and I was like, what is that? That's a library.
It looks like the pyramids now, right? That's how rare they are now, right?
A library in your phone.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But I still to this day, I try to keep things old school with my kids. Yeah. I say, look, we're not going to watch a movie on TV. We're going to go to the movie theater, right?
Oh, man.
So we're not going to, I could get it on your tablet, but how about we go to the library, man? Yeah. Pick up a book, man. Yeah. It's different, Yeah. And they're like, what is this place? Oh, this is library. These are all books. They're like, but we can have everything on our phone now, right? I'm like, but this is different. It's a whole different feeling the pages, and really diving without any interruptions, right? Yeah. We've lost all of that, man. Just like CDs, albums, records, we don't have that.
It's funny. There was this little phase we went through and we were buying albums. And like, I've been in the music so long, but I never actually was buying albums. And there's just something happened, and next thing you know, we're just at the record store and just buying albums and like, but to hear that sound of an album playing, that.
Oh, so we're talking about vinyl now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
man, the little pops and cracks, man. It's
dude,
different,
there's
man.
just something about that sound that you can't create it.
Yeah.
You can't
replicate it.
You can't put a plug in for that.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Like that.
Yep.
It's just a beautiful thing.
It's crazy how things change, huh? And these are so delicate. People don't realize how delicate they are. If you get one little scratch, even a little dust in there, man, boom, it'll skip it.
And that's when you're mad. You're like, and then you're holding it out. You're like,
what's going on?
Who touched this thing, man?
Hey, man. Okay, so can you imagine how DJs were mixing with vinyl back in the day? Where they had to get a little bit of like,
tape?
Just mark it because it's not like now. It's a lot easier now. But back then, you had to get that one little spot and land on it.
and you got 2 of them at the time. You know,
that's how I used to be an artist, man. I remember going to the YMCA right here in downtown, and I'd go with my friends that were DJing, like C- and Chalk and some other DJs. And I remember, in order for you to get into the show, or if you wanted to rap, you had to carry crates of records. I remember walking with crates of records to get into these venues with the DJs, and some DJs could have 5-10 crates of records.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then there might be 4 or 5 DJs that are on the venue for the night.
Imagine that whole wall.
And now you just pull out a laptop, and it's like
you have centuries of music in there.
Like it's crazy how it changes, man.
But I've seen some of the videos that you have on YouTube where you do see the crates back there.
Yeah,
that's like, man, you can't replicate that sound. Just like you said, I'm a big fan of vinyl, and because of that. And okay, how do you feel about, since you like vinyl, how do you feel about modern music being put on vinyl now?
You know what? I kind of like some of the new artists that will still drop something on vinyl. It's just, there's this old school classic thing. You know, the people that do it are old school at heart, because you just, if you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? If you don't get it, you don't get it, period. Yeah. And if you know, there's just some, like I said, it's just that.
Yeah.
That sound, man, is just, it's like, I've made music, and now I see things that are online, like you can print your own album. And I'm like, that's crazy. Shit, I want to put one of my tracks on an album. Like, I want to put it on vinyl. Like, just to have one song on vinyl that's mine. Like, I don't need to print 1,000 copies. I just want to have my own one copy of one vinyl just of my track.
There's something,
and be like, that's just mine.
Yeah, there's something about holding that, right? I'm a big fan of album cover art. I love all that.
Yeah,
you know. But so going back to like modern artists putting on vinyl, right? I just feel that it doesn't sound as good just because they have the latest technology.
It's too clean.
It's too clean. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not like they were recording like back like when the Beatles were doing it. You know, they had that. They were working with what they had. Yes. Tape. Yeah, and that gives you that sound, man. And now everything is all digitized now. Where okay, I get it, right?
It's funny because I had a conversation with this dude the other day, and we were talking about AI music. He's like, what do you think about AI music? I was like, you know what? I said, or an AI script writing and all of that. And I was like, if the human touch is the human touch, the understanding of human relationships, human emotions is an entirely different thing. That truth is something that's different from AI. An AI can be very intelligent and just know how to do it, period. But it lacks the heartbeat to that.
You said
it. And I wrote some lyrics recently, and I was like, you know what? Let me put it into AI. I just want to see what it'll do. And I had it print out. I had it make like 20 versions, and like all of them were like, I was like, this is shit. This is shit. And then there was one, and I was like, I didn't even think about doing it that way. And it just, but like, it was dope because it was just, and I know even whoever is creating any prompt for any type of AI, you still have to be able to create a prompt to create that. Even like people that are creating AI live action content online, you still have to be able to say, let's do a pan to the right and let's zoom in let's have the actor character, AI character, do this and say it this way. Like, you still have to have an understanding of all of these things that to create that. Even AI music, like I've created some AI music just for some of the shit that I've done online, just because I don't have an artist to create something and I don't have a budget to create something that quick. But I can still have to tell it, give me a little bit of slow tempo, upbeat, do this, give me some strings, give me some horns. Here's the topic that I wanted to discuss.
Get into all the details.
Yeah, like I have to tell every single thing, and then it'll shoot out 20 versions that are shit. And then there might be one or two that are like, Okay, I can live with that. Like that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. But there's no heartbeat literally to it, man.
There isn't. There really isn't. I feel like, okay, I'm not a fan of doing 100% AI. I think it's a tool. I'm on many tools, right, that you can use to help you get your product out, right? To make it that what you want. Yeah. But to make the whole thing, like you said, there really is. People think I'm crazy when I say that. No, you can hear it. Yeah. You can. There's no soul behind that thing, you know? But there is a big difference, man. Do you guys want to break or anything before we get to the next section?
No, I'm good.
I got a question.
All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Question is, back then when you was doing what you was doing, what's some couple of things that you do like back then to compare to today's?
Meaning on what?
Like music videos.
You know what? On the video stuff, I really did love. I loved when an artist was willing to have money for a budget. And just
when was
be
that?
like, yeah, exactly. You know, and now it's like there's just so many people that are like, I can shoot a music video for $250.
Yeah.
And there are people that can do that. Nothing against it. But I remember when there was days people would spend, you know, $50,000 for a music video.
Oh, music video, yeah.
Music video, you know, and there's just something about being on a set and that whole ambiance of people all gathered around watching something being created.
Yeah, production team, all
production team, makeup, wardrobe, and everybody, and dancers, and everybody's doing doing their little part to make that.
Get Hype William in there.
Yeah, and I mean, I've had artists hit me up and they're like, well, you know, I got a car, and you know, maybe we can get some chicks, and you know, we could shoot at this pool. I'm like, bro, I'm not doing none of that. Like, if you want to shoot something cool, and I'm like, I'm not even worried about what I get paid. Spend your money on your video. Let's go rent something. Let's go get a venue. Let's shoot. It's got probably 4 or 5 different locations in it. Let's do that. Like, I'm not really worried about the $200 or $300. Like, how about you spend $800, $1,000? Let's go get this venue, and I can shoot you a dope video. I'd rather do that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I could care less about the $200 or $300, and we're shooting in front of, you know, your homie's car, you know, that he doesn't want you to drive.
But I feel like that's a art that got lost with time. Yeah. Right? Nobody has the money to do that anymore, or record labels are not paying for that anymore.
Well, like I said, there's still the guy that has $250 that is gonna do it.
Yeah.
You know,
you're right.
And they do good videos. There's some people that are doing $250 videos and they're dope. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just a different thing.
It changes
but
with
time. It's like the DJs
man,
now that, you know, will charge $150 or, you know, buy my drinks for the night, you know, and then you have a DJ that's been doing this for 10, 15 years and like, no, you got to pay me like $400 or $500 for me to come and spin tonight. Yeah. And they're like, well, this dude said he'll do it for like $100 and like 10 beers.
Yeah. Yeah. So unfortunately, that's the times where we live at right now. It's kind of like music. You don't have to go to a studio anymore. You can do it from home now. Yeah. You know,
So I guess so you feel like people don't want to put in the work anymore. They just want to do the quick way.
Money.
Yes. Money. I think there's so much cookie cutter shit now. You know, it's just people don't want to spend the money, and people are just, there's no creativity.
Creativity, yes. Yeah. There's a lot that goes into making a video, right? Yeah. I've shot music videos before, and I don't want to shoot just somebody just performing it and that's it. No, I like to add story because I'm a story writer just like you are. I love adding a little bit extra, giving it meaning. Why should someone stick around for those 3-4 minutes of the song, right? Yeah. You got to give them something there, not just somebody performing live, because anybody can do that. Yeah. But so tell me about writing movie scripts. Because you've done a lot. You produced. right? You've written movies on some of them, which you said for the record, the stories of Latinos in hip hop, Depth of Field, which I'm a big fan of, Cruisin, which I'm still trying to find Cruisin, but I've heard you talk about it, Lost Souls. I'm on a lot of different projects that you've done. So tell me how did you come up with the writing skills?
It's really from being an artist. When I used to write music, I think everybody has the idea to shoot a music video, and that's what it was. I've always been an artist that was more storyteller than just rhyming some cool words together.
Yeah, because it is different. Yeah. It is, you got 3 bars that you have to fill up, but now a movie you have more time to let it breathe, right?
Yeah. So to me, I've always just been a storyteller. Even my mom said when I was younger, I would get good grades or something. She was like, you didn't want toys or anything. She's like, you would ask for like a thesaurus. She was, I remember you would walk around with a thesaurus. She was, and every time you'd be like, give me a new thesaurus.
Wow.
I was always just into words. So
I get you.
Yeah. So to me, that was writing a song, a story in a song. Now writing a script is just a longer version of a song for me.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's all it was. But I think my writing got different as I got older. I had to experience a lot more things.
Yeah.
You know, heartache, pain, anger.
That's what writes the best scripts, best music. Yeah.
All of that. You know what I'm saying? When I wrote Depth of Field, like, I cried plenty of times.
That's a hard movie to watch. It's very relatable, man.
Very relatable. There was nights I'd write 14, 16 pages in a day, but at the end of the night, man, like, it would have me bawling. Like, it was my therapy, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was stuff that I was me telling my truth, you know what I'm saying? So
that's what I wanted to ask you. Was that like, which Depth of Field is available on Amazon right now? Go ahead and check it out. It's free. Check it out, please. This is a really good movie you don't want to miss. Was this true to life? Was this experiences or was this around you?
Basically what it was, I was kind of going through grief, and not in the form of actually losing my child to death or a spouse or anything, but I was just going through court stuff.
I've been there, man.
So it was just, to me, it felt like a form of grief. So I used it as that.
It's
very beautiful written, by the way. That movie is really good.
I'm going to cut you off. So would you feel like you was living out your body or in your mind?
Yeah. Like, I had to write stuff that I had to stand back and look at how I was in those moments, and like really stand back and look at me, how I was feeling in those days. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think it is outer body experience type stuff. You
got to go to that dark space again, huh? Which can be tough.
It really is, man. I mean, a lot of the things that I write are very personal, because I think in order for you to, like I said, in order for an audience to relate on any level, people can tell when you're bullshitting, and you're just putting up a front to just tell a story. But I think people can see real honesty and truth, because the way it comes out, like, it's just, there's something about it. Like, people can just see through the bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like you might have a homie telling you a story and like, oh yeah, man, it was fucked up and she did this and she did that, and you're like, it doesn't sound like, like
they exaggerated a little bit.
You can hear the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But then you have somebody else tell you a story and you hear it and you're like, oh shit, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, you don't think about anything else. You just kind of go, damn, that's fucked up.
You're right.
And you know it automatically, because the way the story is being told, you can understand the certain things that, how they're telling the story, that just make you go, fuck, that's fucked up. You know? Somebody tell you, oh yeah, man, this happened and blah, blah, blah. And you're like, fuck.
Even if you've never experienced that, right? Yeah. But to be able to be sucked into that person's story, that means that, you know, it's a really deep story. And Depth of Field is one of those that, man, it's very relatable to me, man. When I watched it, I was like, wow, this is like...
Thank you.
This is very, very grounding. I love it. I love that movie.
It's so funny because it's definitely... we showed it in Cannes.
Yeah.
And this young girl came out of the theater. She was a college student from here in the States. And she was like... this is a film that needs to be taught in men's study in college. And we were like, what do you mean? She goes, there is no story or film. She's talking about her own experience. And she's like, that I've ever seen that tells how a man deals with emotion.
Damn.
She goes,
she's right.
She goes, most men are, you know, quick to be, you know, machismo, or, you know, they don't show their emotions. I have no problem telling you right now, you know, was writing the script, you know, and I cried. I was emotional. There are things that I write that I know if it is literally making me emotional, I know I'm on the right path.
Yeah.
If it doesn't affect me and make me like, fuck, you know, then there's no reason for me to write it. It has to genuinely punch me in the stomach. And give me an emotional reaction. If it's not giving me that emotion to myself, if it doesn't do that to me, I won't write it, or I don't want to show it to nobody.
I love that you said that right there, because once again, this movie is very impactful. And again, it's available on Amazon. Check it out, man.
Tubi, Amazon, yeah.
Okay, it's on Tubi also. Yeah, check it out. It's about, like you said, a gentleman who lost his wife and kid, and the neighbor, the new neighbor comes in, a youngster. She's an orphan, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she plays a big impact in his role. Dude, check it out. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. How do you feel about writing, from going from a script, right? You're pouring your heart out into the script to watching it come to life now. It's different, man.
It's funny because I've had friends and family and that have been through the whole process, and I know like the people that have been there with me and seen concept. Like there was, I'll tell you about Zaddies, but people that have been there at the beginning of the concept, just an idea. Just a simple idea, and then watching it be fleshed out to going to a premiere and watching it and seeing it get filmed and all the pieces that went in to film this out of, you know, because you don't film in a linear way. You film certain things at a certain point because that's what's available to you at that time. So, you know, if you have a house and you're shooting your interior scenes, you shoot all your interior scenes no matter what the order is. So,
off sequence, you got to keep it going.
So you shoot all the interior scenes because your lighting stays the same, you know, certain things. You can't move crew around, blah, blah, blah. If you're shooting outdoors in a backyard, in a garage, like Depth of Field, you shoot all those scenes that are in the garage at that same time in an order how they take place in the garage. So having people that got to really sit there and watch from idea to that, to edits, to final edit, to red carpets, to seeing it on Amazon, you know, it's like, oh damn, like
it's mind blowing.
It is, even to me, like it's still mind blowing. Like, you know, it's to have an idea in your brain, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what you're doing. You can make your food, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you kind of just, you're adding certain things and you're just like, I'm you know, put these bell peppers in there and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? But it really is. Like, it doesn't matter what you're doing. The person that's cutting your yard, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna go out there and cut your yard, but somebody's gonna take that extra time and they're gonna be like, you know what, this is I'm gonna clean up this edge right here, you know, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, this part looks like it's dying, you know, I'm gonna add a little fertilizer here, you know, like all of that. People take pride in certain things, you know what I'm saying? And there's people that just do it, but the people that take pride in no matter what they're doing, you can tell, you know what I'm saying? You can tell the person that's takes the time and is like,
yeah,
I'm gonna show this some love.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it the love and attention that I think it deserves, or that
definitely.
I know I can do. That I know how I can love it, I can nurture it, I can do that.
Yeah. Was there a part in that movie for you personally that was too real?
There is one scene.
Tell me about it, man.
One scene where the little girl runs up and he's like, "You're gonna make me cry," and she's like, "It's okay, you can cry in front of me." That scene actually happened. So that was word for word. I literally took word for word from how it happened to me and put it on the project.
That's beautiful, man. I'm glad that you were able to capture that and put it out there for people like me can relate to that, man.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about, man. Once again, check it out. Depth of Field is available on all streaming platforms. And check it out, man. It's a really good movie. Was there any deleted scenes, some scenes that you wish you could have had on? Because, you know, your script could have been very long, but not everything makes it onto.
No, everything that we shot pretty much made it. There was some scenes that were just long in dialogue, and we just shortened up a little bit, but pretty much everything we filmed made it onto the film.
That's dope.
Yeah.
How do you feel about going back and watching the movie? Does it still hit you as much, or is it like, hey, man, I'm glad I got that out?
It's
I feel better now.
I do feel better, especially for Depth of Field. The weight it took off of me, because it's a lot of the writing I do is therapy, you know. So you go to a therapist, and like therapist is like, well, start from the beginning. Tell me, you know, how did you get to where you're sitting here right now?
Yeah.
And you got to tell all the good parts, you know, blah, blah, blah. This is awesome. And then, you know, then they're like, then they understand how you went from there to the next part. So it's all therapy to me. Like it's stuff that if I don't get it off of me, I feel weighted, and I'm trying to not feel weighted.
Yeah.
So it's just like, okay.
It's out of me already.
Yeah.
That must be a really good feeling, especially going to a premiere. Going to one of your premieres, man, and watching other people, like the feedback.
Especially watching Depth of Field, we did it in like a theater that had like, I think 150, 200 people, and it was packed.
Hell yeah.
And so like, I kind of stood in the back and was watching the audience. And so you're like waiting for little jokes that play, and you wait for the audience, and you're like, you hear the laugh, and you're like, oh, good, they got it. Yeah. You know, or certain emotional scenes, and you hear the, and I'm like, they got it.
They got it, yeah.
You know, scenes that you know, music that you play, and you see certain people, and you kind of just watch them, you know, process it, and you're like, good, they got it. You know, like it's it's a different thing. You can watch it with your friends and your families, your girlfriends, and you know, all of that, and everybody's like, oh, it's good, you know, it's great. And I mean, I'm sure it's all genuine and, you know, and love, but to have somebody that's never doesn't know you and watch it and be like, I remember like when I was saying, when we showed it in Cannes, there was a gentleman that was sitting in front of me. I sat in the very back. There's an older gentleman, and he was wearing glasses. And I can see him, and every now and then he would take his glasses off, and he'd rub his eyes like this. But I know how it is to wear glasses. Sometimes they just bother you, and you just kind of take them off, and you just kind of, you know, didn't think anything about it. Till after the movie, when I saw him come out of the theater, his eyes were bloodshot red. He's like, I cried like 6 or 7 times. And he was just honest. He was just like, I cried several times. He's a dad. He understands it. You know what I'm saying? Understands losing a kid or how potential. How would you feel about losing your kid? I remember we had done a movie called Lost Souls, and I had showed it to my girlfriend, and she watched it, and she cussed me out. She was like, how fucking dare you make me watch this shit? She was like, I can't fucking believe you did that to me. And I was like,
man,
I'm sorry.
Like, what did I do?
But it's that, you know, having somebody to have an internal, visceral experience watching something you created.
Yeah.
Is, well, I did my job, I guess.
Yes, whether it's good or bad.
Yeah. You know, so it is very interesting to watch people get emotional, especially for shit that I got emotional on, you know, and I know when I'm writing it, like I said, if it makes me cry and it makes me emotional, and then to watch somebody watch it and they got emotional on those same parts, I'm like, I did it right. I did it right.
Job.
I did it right. Yeah.
You said something very important, music. When you're scoring a music, the right music will dictate the emotion of that scene, right?
Yes.
Are you involved in that process?
On Depth of Field, the song My Sunshine, I was involved with it. I mean, it's an old song.
Yeah.
But I knew that I wanted that specifically. So it's so funny because the artist we met, she's walking through the alley behind Jerry's during the pandemic. She's playing guitar. She was a traveling nurse. She was playing music, sounded great, had a great voice. Next thing you know, I was like, hey, would you consider doing this song? She's like, well, what song? I let her read some of the script, gave her some of the things to write, and she adapted it, made it her own. And anytime anybody has heard it, played in the movie, they're like, wow. Like, I remember I've had people hit me up and they're like, how can I get a recording of this?
You can't unhear it after you hear it, man.
No, not when you...
Beautiful.
When you hear it with everything on the movie, it resonates.
Yeah. You see, that's what I love about movies, right? I'm big on movies, right? And music plays a big role in a movie. It can either make it or break it, right? Yeah. That one scene. But I think you guys scored that movie very, very, very good.
You know what's so funny is she went and she's an artist all the way through and through. So she played the electric guitar, she played the acoustic guitar, she played all these different versions for it. So if you watch the movie and you see these certain scenes, like you'll hear electric, but it's all still My Sunshine. So there's electric, there's acoustic, there's a mixture of both. There's all these different tones and everything she would do, and finally towards the end, like the finale scene that's kind of wrapping up the movie, you finally hear the entire song and it goes and you're just like,
yeah, man, beautifully made, man. Beautifully written right there. It just fits perfect for the story that you're telling right there. You know, so once again, we're here to premiere Zaddies, right? It's going to premiere on June 27th. I'm sorry. We're here to talk about it. I promise you, we're going to get to it. But before we get to that, one last thing. Vertical Films. You have two series.
Is a brand new space that everybody is in because we all are now sitting like this. And it's so funny because there's an interview with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck about their new movie called Rip.
All right.
And they're talking about how Netflix is telling them, you have to give the plot line 3 times to your audience. And they're like, well, what do you mean? Like, now there's a formula because people watch movies and they're watching a movie, especially at home, and they're scrolling. And you're kind of like, you'll watch it and you're like, and then... So this vertical thing is a brand new thing that's created for reels, and they're 1 to 3 minute short videos, but they're written, scripted. And so I was like, well, I hadn't done anything since Depth of Field. And I was like, basically like a crackhead. And I was like, I ain't done nothing.
You got the scratching going on.
I'm like, I got to be creative. Like, what do I do? You know, I don't got a budget. Like, how do I figure this out? I'm like, shit. Same thing like I did when I was doing music stuff. You know, I'm like, oh, shit, I know an actor. Like, I know a good actor doesn't get an opportunity to do a lot of things. I'm going to reach out to an actor homie, and I'm going to do this project with him. So I reached out to some of my good actor friends and put them in something. Literally I shot at my friends who own Jerry's Pizza. I'm like, hey, can I shoot some stuff here? Like, yeah, come through.
Hell yeah.
reached out to my girlfriend. I'm like, hey, can we use your dog? she's like, yeah, take him.
Use your resources, man. Yeah.
You know, use the house. Called up my other homegirl. I'm like, hey, can we use your house? She's like, yeah, go ahead. You know, ended up a liquor store a day of. I'm like, hey, man, like I went to a bunch of other different liquor stores, and he's like, I go, bro, I'll shoot you guys a commercial. He's like, really? And I was like, I'll shoot you a commercial. I said, and he goes, okay, you got a deal. That right before I shot the scenes, shot a quick commercial. And he was like, boom. Yeah. And I was able to shoot inside the liquor store.
Hell yeah.
So it was really just, what do I have access to? What talent do I have? I know how to edit. I know how to write. I know how to direct. I know how to light. I know how to do everything. Single part of it. Yeah. I didn't need a crew. I didn't need a budget. I just needed some actors that were like, fuck it. Let's do it.
Let's go. Yeah.
And these actors showed up for a few nights, for a couple days, and we shot and we knocked it out. I shot in verticals 1 to 3 minutes. I think we shot like 6 episodes of one of them, 7 episodes of the other, waiting to shoot some more episodes on both of them.
Oh, hell yeah.
So it was literally just to do something because that's what people wanted. People were asking for this vertical stuff. Yeah. If you see some of it, it's fucking novella, like Skinamax type shit.
Yeah,
you know, it's like the boss lady with the secretary or the millionaire with the nanny. And it's like, it's softcore porn, a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? And it's ridiculous. No offense to those people that are making it, but I couldn't make that. You know, I don't want to make it. Yeah. I write shit that I know. So my shit's gritty and dirty and funny and, you know.
They're really good. You got 2 of them. I wanted to talk about Officially Desperate, okay? So, once again, shooting vertically is completely different than shooting widescreen, right? Because now you have a limit of either how you can see, or how you tell your story, right? Plays a big role. Now you're just stuck in this right here, but you could still do a lot with it, and you did do a lot with it, right?
Thank you.
So Officially Desperate series, right? The story about a single father, you know, Carlos, the struggle of life, like eviction. He goes through losing his daughter, losing child support, losing his job, and that leads him to do desperate things. Which every single part, right? It's like you split it into like 6, 7 different parts, right? Yeah. And each of them are like a minute. But in that 1 minute, there's so much emotion, so much story, so much relatable stories that happen in there.
It was really trying to find, again, it's the actors, man. Like the one for Officially Desperate, I've known him since he was like 15, 16 years old.
He killed it, man.
And he lives in Sacramento. His name is Richard Gamboa. He's an artist as well, goes by Hawk. So I've
shout
known
out Richard,
him,
man. You knocked it out.
I've known him for a very long time. And then when I started doing movies, he started telling me, he's like, oh, I'm getting into acting. And I was like, that's cool, man. Like, I support anybody that's trying to go down any type of creativity, because creativity is a very hard lane to be in.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know, good luck, man. I hope we can work together one day. And then I ended up he had sent me some stuff. I checked it out. I was like, okay, it's good. Like, he's an actor. Yeah. When we shot the scene for the very first episode, but it was like in the timeline of how we shot it, it was like the last stuff we were filming.
Okay.
And so I hadn't seen his level of acting. Like he was acting in the other stuff, but the emotional part, like I hadn't seen that. And I saved it for the end of the day. So when we finally shot it, he did it a couple times, and I was like, I gave him a couple direction, and then I was like, do this, do that, you know, say it, you know, slow down, da-da-da. And he took the direction, and he fucking did it, and I was like, whoa. I was like, bro.
Knocked it out.
Bro, you did. Because I shot it in a one shot. So there's no edit to it. Like, it's just him being emotional, and I'm just like moving in on him.
Bam.
And he just, you see the emotion. And I did that in Depth of Field too. Like, there's some emotional scenes I don't like. getting a bunch of coverage of emotional scenes because I think it takes the audience out of it. Because you're watching a cut, you're like, I'm supposed to be involved with you as you're having your emotional moment. But if now I'm cutting to him reacting to you having your emotional moment,
it kind of throws you off.
I get a close up of your hand because you're tapping on the table because your emotions kind of takes you out of it. Yeah. But if you watch somebody telling you their story and you're watching them and there's no cuts, there's nothing, and you're just
raw.
Part of like I said earlier, you know, those moments where you're like listening to somebody tell a story and we've all heard, and you get to that part, you're like, fuck, that's fucked up. I think those moments resonate with an audience member watching it because now you haven't taken your eyes off of them. You're sitting there and you're like, oh shit.
You're locked in, yeah.
This is personal.
Yeah.
Like, and I would rather keep you in that moment. And that's what I did with him for that.
Man. The scene where he gets a call from child services that you're going to see your daughter. Okay, so let's just break that down real quick because that right there is important to the story.
Yeah.
He gets the call, he gets excited, he's happy, I'm going to see my daughter. But then they charge him for seeing her, and he doesn't have the funds, and you get to find out why, right?
Yeah.
And you go from getting this emotionally happy to just, bam, you're back down. And there's nothing you can do. You want to be there with all your heart, but there's nothing you can do. Yeah. And to see his acting, his face expression from going from happy to just destroyed in 1 second. Fucking incredible, man.
That was
fucking incredible.
That was the direction I was trying to get to him. I was like, man, it's gotta change that quick. You're here and then boom, but you can't, like, I'm like, you can't be angry. You can't lash out because it's not her fault. She's doing her job. Yeah. I'm like, so you gotta,
that's true.
You gotta take it and just.
Well, you gotta make it feel like it hit home. Like, damn, this really is happening. Like, serious moment.
That's a hard scene. Hard scene to watch, but it's a key moment in the story that you're telling.
Yeah,
and that's just one. There's many. Yeah. Once again, officially desperate. You can see it on Instagram too. You know, you can see the clips up there. My goodness, check it out. There's about 6 to 7 parts to it right now, and the ending is just. You know, you want to stick around clip by clip. The next one I want to talk to is Unfollowed, which is another one that I can relate to, right? Unfollowed is about a YouTube creator named Chris, right, who is starting his show from zero. You know, he gets desperate and trying to become an influencer. But what happens when your audience turns on you, because there's several situations that happen in there. And this guy goes from being happy, I'm creating something, shit, man, I can relate, to just like, man, this thing ain't clicking. What can I do? Let me follow the trends. Let me do this. Let me do that, right? And again, which leads them to like a dark path, you know?
Yes. Yeah. It's so funny because my friend, he's an actor. And so he's sitting there and he's been in Euphoria, Hentified, all kinds of stuff. Mm-hmm. So he's an established actor. And then he had sent me a commercial he did for Perplexity AI. And it's basically like a chat GPT thing. Mm-hmm. And it was 2 little boys talking about a soccer player, and they're mimicking a saying or something that the soccer player does. And he is the cook inside a taco truck, basically. And so he's listening to little boys, and little boys do their order and they take off. And then he pulls out the phone and he's like, whatever the AI is, he's like, what is this saying? Or what, he does the sound that the little boys were doing. And it's like, oh, blah, 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 such a soccer player, da, 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 da. And so he's always plays the rapist, the killer, like he plays the bad guys.
Yeah.
And in this commercial, he played a version of himself. And then he has this little pug, And at the end, he's doing the little sound that the little boys were doing, and he's doing it now to his pug that's inside the taco truck with him. I'm like, dude, that's a great commercial, bro. Like, it's it hits all your emotional parts. You know what I'm saying? Like it's awesome. And he's just got this big smile. You know, and he's not playing a rapist. And he's not playing any of these bad guys.
Yeah, yeah.
And
the stereotype.
Yeah, and when I had written Unfollowed, I was like, I'm gonna make it this nerdy little white boy and this and that. And I was like, as soon as I saw him do that, I was like, nah. I go, I want it to be you. And he was like, well, why? I was like, I want people to feel sorry for you. I want people to look at you and be like, when somebody's being mean to you, they're gonna see how fucked up it is for somebody to be mean to you when all you're trying to do is just have a good heart and you're just trying to create something.
I like that right there.
And somebody abuses you and tries to tear you down. I want the audience to look at you and be like, but he's so nice. Like, he's like, why would you do that to him? I was like, if it was anybody else, I don't think they would get it. I said, the audience should look at you and automatically genuinely feel bad for you because you don't have a bad heart. And I showed everything, all his comical stuffs, every form of him acting, dancing, being a fool,
the banana suit, everything.
All of it. It's so funny because we shot it at Beale Park.
Yeah, I recognize.
And when we're shooting there, these two little boys they're riding their bike by us, and they stopped and look at me and him, and I'm filming him, and he's got on the banana outfit, and I got the music playing, and he's dancing.
Oh man!
And a little boy rides by on his bike, and he just goes, "Get it, get it!"
You gotta love things like that, man. That is hilarious.
I wish I had recorded him doing that, but it was fine. It was just him saying that while he's riding by, and he just stopped and looked. He's like, "Get it, get it."
That is hilarious, man. Another well-written story right there,
Thank you, man.
And the ending is just, man, I was shocked at the ending, but it's relatable, man. Things like that do happen.
It really does. It's this whole influencer space, and that's basically what it was. It was me trying to make a joke of even the vertical reels.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, how did we end up here? Like, how did we end up to now we're just like, give me 2 minutes and I'm entertained.
Yeah, it's the attention span, man.
To me, I was like, how do I make something that I'm going to like or I would watch? But I was like, I'm going to make fun of this shit. Like, this is me making my inside joke to all of it. And that's what it was. The whole influencer thing and all that is just, it's
crazy.
Weird, man.
It's nuts.
It's just weird.
It's nuts. I love how all the characters meet in the liquor store. You know, I don't want to give away the story, but they all meet there. Now, if you watch it, you're going to get it. You got to watch all the series to understand what I'm talking about. But I love how every character is in this same world. You know what I mean? I think that's really cool, man. We're going to jump on to Zaddies, which is what we're here for today, which premieres Saturday, June 27th. I want to know all about it. I want to know how the filming was. How did that take place? The idea behind it. And am I invited to the premiere too?
You are invited. You got to get a ticket.
We'll get it. We'll get it.
You're invited. You know what? It's so funny because we were at a place called Highland Park Bowl in Highland Park on Figueroa. And we're sitting there, and a friend of mine, me, him, and my girlfriend at the time, were sitting there, and she said something about just Zaddies, and we were talking about Jeff Goldblum and stuff like that.
All right.
And so if you know anything about the term of Zaddies, Jeff Goldblum is like the original Zaddies.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So it's a term about older men that that are considered dashing, handsome, charming still, that can pull young chicks.
Jeff
basically.
Goldblum,
Yeah. You know, so then I started looking it up and going further into it, and like they say Pedro Pascal, and they start naming all these other older men that are over 50 that fit being called a Zaddy. I'm over 50, so she was making a joke. She's like, well, you could be a Zaddy. So then I sat there for a moment, and I was like, that's why I say it was a joke. And so I was sitting there for a minute, and then I was just sat there, and I was like, I got an idea. And then I just was sitting there. And then I was like, I got an idea. And they were both like, well, what is it? And I'm like, how about a male version of the Golden Girls? Like why is there no show like that?
That is true. Yeah.
Like this term, Zaddies, is a very specific term for right now for the generation that we're living in. And I'm like, but I know there's the main actor that I reached out to, his name Roberto Sanchez. Actor, he was Loco and BMF. I worked with him on Lost Souls. He's in the new Cape Fear with Javier Bardem. He was in Running Point, season 1, season 2 with Kate Hudson on Netflix. Dude's all over the place.
Yeah, doing all over the place. Yeah.
And he's a 60-year-old man, and this dude is ripped, handsome Cuban dude, and a great actor, and just a great human being.
He's from Cuba, that's why.
Yeah. and he calls himself the greatest Cuban ever. Like that's his hashtag. I love it. It's awesome.
Hell yeah.
And so when I was thinking of the idea, I reached out to him. I was like, Roberto, and we hadn't worked together in a long time, or we would see each other at events and we'd talk and stuff. And I was like, I got this project. And he was like, he had no idea of the term Zaddies or anything.
Yeah.
And so he was like, well, it sounds interesting. And this literally, he was just got done on Palm Royale on Apple, which he's a big character on Palm Royale, big character on Running Point. Like he's doing shit.
Yeah.
So for me to be able to call him up and be like, hey, I got an idea. And he's like, shoot me the script. Let me read it. Let me check it out. I'm like, all right, send it to him. He was like, I'm in. Nice. I was like, really? He's like, I'm in. I'll do it. I was like, fuck yeah. Next thing you know, people just started coming in. And one of the producers, Leanna, she's an actress. She reached out to a few people. So she brought in Quentin Aaron from The Blind Side, Alexis Knapp from Pitch Perfect 1, 2, and 3. So like people started coming. And then next thing you know, we shot it. And we shot it we rented a mansion in Malibu for like 6 days, and we shot for like 3 days. We shot it at this mansion in Malibu. And the crew stayed there. We all stayed there at the house. So we'd film during the day, and then at night we'd crash there and wake up in the morning and film the next day.
Do it again. Hell yeah.
What's really fucked up is it was after the fires, so they were still fixing a lot of the electrical stuff in Malibu.
That's true. Okay.
So we had the power go out twice.
Oh shit!
While we were there, and it was out. The first night it finished. It went out at night, and we had a small generator, so we were able to do some little stuff. Then we were like, okay, the next morning we went and got a generator. The next morning, a big one, and so we were waiting. Power didn't go out, and then towards the end of the night again, power went out for like half the day. Good. So we ended up having to run a generator for half the day.
And these are things that you don't know this is going to happen. This is just part of filmmaking that you don't expect, but you have to be ready for everything then, right? I think at this point, you're ready for whatever comes, right? Because I'm pretty sure you've dealt with a lot of things.
We've learned already. There's always a plan C, plan D. Yes. Whatever will go wrong will go wrong.
Tell me about finding the perfect cast, because you got 4 gentlemen over here, and you got to find the right people to fit this show.
It really is, because I mean, we reached out to like some of the girls that play the daughter. I reached out to some actresses that I knew. Some people just didn't have the time, didn't fit. When we actually saw Alexis with Roberto and actually saw them filming and on film, there was just something that it was father and daughter. It was just perfect. The guys, they had never hung out with before. They were on the scenes together. Next thing you know, like you just saw a friendship just happen.
You get to see that live as it's going.
Yeah. It was natural. It was very natural for all of them. I mean, they're all seasoned actors, but it was just natural.
Yeah. That is dope. How long are these episodes going to be?
They'll be about 30 minutes. All right. So that's what we're working.
Nice.
That's what we're working. So we're still talking to people that we're finding interest in it to finish. all of it, but there's interest and people are aware of it, and that's what we're hoping the screening will do on the 27th. Bring more eyes to it, and bring more people to pay attention to it and be like, yeah, we need that.
That is dope right there. Yeah. Based off of the work that you have already put out there, man, I can't wait for this right here. There's the new series that's going to be out. Don't forget the premiere at Chinese Theater over there in what is that? Hollywood? That's considered Hollywood, huh? Down that area?
Yeah, right in Hollywood, right off of Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah, and then go to the Whiskey Go after
Highland and Hollywood.
And what time is it going to premiere at?
11:30 a.m. the 27th.
You got to be there, man.
Series Block 7.
You got to be there. Go ahead and check it out. That's going to be dope as fuck right there. Tell me, you're into filmmaking, so the last couple of questions here. What films do you like? What do you like to watch? And I know it's kind of difficult now because you as a filmmaker, you notice a bunch of things now. But what do you personally like? What is in your collection?
I'm saying scary movie.
What is it?
I'm seeing scary movies.
I don't think he's a scary movie.
I'm not a big scary movie dude. Like I like thrillers and suspense. Love those. Like Silence of the Lambs, shit like that. Like I love shit like that. Yeah. I'm not really into the paranormal stuff. You know what I'm saying? The bodies flying across the room, like not.
It's not your, but it's not your. Hey, we're interviewing him right now.
I'm just saying.
It's not about me.
I know it's not about.
You already know what I like. It's not about me. But all right, go ahead. What do you like?
And I like anything that is like I love Christopher Nolan. I love Martin Scorsese.
Oh, okay. So we're going that way. Okay, storytelling.
Quentin, obviously Quentin.
Tarantino.
Paul Rodriguez.
Nice. Okay.
I love a lot of that stuff. Spielberg and things like that.
You love dialogue.
I love dialogue.
That's what it is, huh?
I love dialogue. I'm not into big CGI stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm cool. I'll watch it. I love Avenger movies and
but I'm over it already. Yeah.
But I want to watch something that's there's no explosion, and just people just acting and just doing some shit, and you're just like, whoa.
Yeah.
Give me an emotional reaction.
Yeah. You mentioned some really good directors, but give me some movies. What's a movie that if it's on TV, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to watch this bad boy right now?
So I have like movies that I watch like to pick me up. Like I love Seabiscuit.
Seabiscuit, the horse one. Yeah.
I love Seabiscuit. It's a story of redemption and hope. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm like
Tobey Maguire, right? He's in it. Yeah.
So when I'm feeling like
it's a good movie.
like there's people that have been worse off, depression, going through the depression and all these things, and they're still pushing, they're still fighting, they're still going.
Bam, there you go.
And that's what the stuff that I like to write. People that are going through the worst, and you're like, fuck, man, and then you see them just persevere and keep going, and then finally something good happens. That's just what life is to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Another one is like Cinderella Man, Russell Crowe. He's the boxer. Again, going through the depression. Loses. He's at his peak. Loses everything, living in a little cabin, have to send the kids away because they can't feed the kids. Nobody can eat. And then literally fighting his way back to, coming out of the other end.
Yeah. That's someone who's not supposed to win.
Yeah.
But does.
Yeah, because he has to win. He has to fight.
Yeah.
Like, he has to save his kids. He has to save his family. Yeah. He has to do everything.
Yeah. That's deep storytelling right there, man.
Like, those are the things that I like, things like that. Like, you're just like, man, like, redemption and hope are just things that I just love. Like, because I think that's all of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool to watch things that, action, shoot them up. I like those movies too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, they're dope, but like, I love Watch Heat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but same thing, like Legends of the Fall. I love Legends of the Fall.
Good movie. Man, you're picking a lot of good movies back there.
But it's like, you're watching, Brad Pitt go through all this jacked up shit, and he can't find himself, and finally finds a girl he loves, and she dies, and like just all these things that are just, to me, real life that can happen to you, me, all of us. You know what I'm saying? That just all of us can kind of go, I wonder how I would get through that. You know what I'm saying? Or I wish I had the strength to fight like he fought.
Yeah.
That's what even the stuff that I write, like, I want somebody to look at my shit and be like, fuck, that dude was fucked up. The actor, the character was going through something and he made it through. Like, that's everything that I write is just somebody that's going through probably the worst shit that they think is their worst shit ever, and they can come out the other end. That's the shit that I like to write and I like to watch.
So you into reality movies?
Yeah.
There's nothing like that. You said Scorsese. What's your favorite Scorsese movie?
Probably Goodfellas.
Goodfellas. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Goodfellas, man. But he has a lot of good ones.
Casino probably be right after, but Goodfellas, Casino, or
they kind of go hand in hand. But Goodfellas is the one, huh?
Yeah.
What about do you like Steven Spielberg? Do you like his movies?
Yeah, I love Steven Spielberg.
What do you like about what's a movie you like from him?
Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Have you noticed that everything is everything is aliens with him now?
Yeah.
Do you think he knows something that we don't? He has to know something, right? You got Disclosure Day now. Come on now.
But I want to watch it.
I'm going to check it out.
I'm waiting,
Yeah.
So.
Are you a film of black and white films?
Oh, I love black and white films.
Yeah.
My mom used to watch movies. She'd watch Turner Classic Movies and AMC. So I grew up watching musicals and things like that. Singing in the Rain.
Oh, good movie.
Yeah. If you ever seen Singing in the Rain, and then you watch Babylon, the recent one with Margot Robbie and I think it's Brad Pitt's in it too. There is basically Margot Robbie is basically playing the Singing in the Rain girl that has the squeaky voice.
All right.
Yeah. So if you watch those and movies like that, like I know movies like that, when I'm watching Babylon, I was like, they took that
Same
part
script
of Singing in the Rain and just embellished it to make it all the way through and through. Like, that was awesome. Like, there's I like Fred Astaire and things like that. My dad used to watch Red Skeleton and the Three Stooges and the Marx Brothers.
Oh yeah, the Three Stooges.
I love watching the Marx Brothers. Groucho with his freaking one-liners just hits you, just boom. He's just talking shit, and you're just kind of like. It just zooms by you.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. Yeah. I love those kind of movies. They don't make that kind of movie anymore. Everything is a remake now. Nothing. Yeah. Very rarely do you get a movie that is original, right? Because every story, they say every story has been told. I don't believe in that. You know what I mean? There's different ways of telling stories.
There is.
Yeah, but even like the Star Wars movies, man, it's the repeat of the original. It's like, come on now, man.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Yeah, but going to the movie theater, you said you still enjoy that?
Oh, I love going to the movies.
There's nothing like seeing a movie out there like that, right?
I took my son and my daughter the other day to go see The Mandalorian. We went to speaking of Star Wars.
I still haven't seen it. But
it was cool. But I wanted to see it on the big screen. That was it. I just wanted to see it on a big screen. It's still a Star Wars movie. Even Avengers movie. I'd rather watch an Avengers movie on the theater.
Yeah,
if I'm gonna watch it, if I'm gonna go and watch explosions, I want to see that explosion. I
want to be in it.
But I love going to the movies, man. I love it. I remember when the pandemic was happening and nobody can go to the movie theaters. And I remember when they opened it back in LA, it was at the Burbank AMC Theater.
In Burbank.
And I remember buying the opening day when they were releasing a Tom Holland movie, I think. And I was there. That's how much I love movies.
You just wanted to get out there and check it out.
I wanted to be back in the movie theater watching a movie because that's an entirely different experience.
It is. It really is.
It is. You can watch stuff on TV at home, and that's cool. But like I said, even now, we watch anything that's brand new on TV, and it can be a dope movie. We're still like this.
Yeah, scrolling through.
No matter what, bro.
Yeah.
That Ben Affleck and Matt Damon movie, I watched it. Rip. It's a great movie. But I would still get a phone call, and then next thing you know, I'm checking it, and then I'm like, oh, I got this. Okay, So you were watching the movie again.
You were doing what they said you shouldn't do.
Yeah, because you get a text, and and you're like,
gets your attention.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
you're right
like,
about that. Yeah.
Oh, let me answer this back, and you're like, then they're
Oh.
like, then they send you another message. And you're like, oh shit.
Next thing you know,
then you're like, this,
you missed the whole storyline.
Yeah. And then you gotta go back like 20 seconds. You're like, oh, okay, I gotta put this down. And
now it turns into a 4-hour movie.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Did you ever get to experience drive-in movies? Because I never did.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to go because I know there's probably one that's still
there was
open.
the Crest Drive-In that was here in Bakersfield.
There was one here. I didn't know that.
I
Oh,
remember
shit.
going with my parents. I remember taking my young kids.
What movies did you watch there?
Man, I don't even remember.
Oh man, I wish I could experience that, man.
It is. I mean, I know there's a couple more drive-ins, but now you can get it like you Bluetooth it into your car.
Yeah.
Like
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
I remember getting the speaker, you hang it on the window.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like that crackling.
We're going back to that. I want to experience that cheap ass speaker that you mount on your window. I don't want to do the Bluetooth. No. I want to experience that. I never got, man. I know that when I lived in Pacoima, Van Nuys had a drive-in theater.
Okay.
And I remember that the original Batman will be playing because when we would drive by there, I would see the image of Batman. I was like,
that's dope.
That was dope right there.
That's
but
dope.
yeah, man. Speaking of good movies, I heard in one of your interviews the movie Cruisin, okay, which you were involved in as well. You said that was like your American Graffiti movie.
Yes.
I'm a huge fan of American Graffiti, man. So tell me how so, like, what was the inspiration for Cruisin, and where can I find this movie? Because I couldn't find it.
I have copies of it, and I'll give you a copy.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
It's funny because when I did go to film school, I went to film school, and they were like, if you could remake any movie, what would you want to remake? And I was like, American Graffiti.
You picked that one out of all the movies.
Yeah.
That's a hard one.
Because at the time, I remember American Graffiti. I remember people cruising Chester.
Oh, man.
Like, like you said, you probably weren't here, so I don't know if you know people cruise Chester. There used to be an AM PM where the tire place is now.
Really?
By across the street from where the Starbucks, where the tire place is across the street from the Starbucks.
Yeah.
There used to be an AM PM.
Oh.
So people would cruise from the AM PM all the way down to the Jack in the Box. There was no middle thing in the middle of the road like there is now.
Shit. Yeah,
so people would cruise all of that, and people would stop at the AM PM. You know, you hang out, you meet girls, just the whole thing of
that was the
cruising.
Spot. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then like I said, I've always tried to give back to people that I knew were doing music. So you have Wolfman Jack on American Graffiti, and he's playing music, you know, and so he's setting the tone for the vibe that people were experiencing that cruising where he was living at in Modesto.
Yeah, for real, yeah.
You know, so to me, it was the same thing. I was like, I can make Chester all over again, get cruising, get some lowriders, some cars, some chicks, some homies, and play good music. I asked Roscoe Molly to be my Wolfman Jack. He was like, hell yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
So he played my Wolfman Jack. I was able to play music because I'm playing a radio station through the whole movie. So the radio station is playing, so I'm playing music from all the artists that everybody that I knew. So I was like, I want this track, I want this track, I want this track, I want this track. Made the radio station, played everybody's music, and put the movie as basically the movie.
I love that right there because American Graffiti, man, I remember the music. They spend more money on the music rights. Well, you know, instead of filming the movie, right? The movie budget. But man, for you to recreate something like that is dope. Out of all the movies you could have done, you picked the perfect one, man. Did you feel any pressure?
It matched what I remember about my high school early 20s.
That's dope,
and it was, man. And I knew if I was gonna remake anything, that was easiest to probably remake.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you feel any pressure? You know, trying to, you know, because you're trying to replicate a movie that's like
no, because it was still my own version of it.
Okay,
you know how I remembered Chester, how I remembered people hanging out. It was just my version of it. You know,
that's dope, man. I bet you had a lot of fun shooting that one, though.
Oh man, it was crazy because I brought all these actors from LA, and I brought the very beginning of people that were influencers. I brought people into the movie like that. So like I reached out to people that just at the very beginning of influencing and that whole fucking thing, like I reached out to people that had a fan base, and you know, I was like, hey, you got a fan base, you know, how about I put you in a movie? And they were like, oh hell yeah. So they would come and be in the movie, I had Down Kilo in the house party scene. He had just done Lean Like a Cholo. I was like, hey, bro, like,
I gotta see this.
I'm like, hey, can I put you, like, you know, it'll promote your music? He's like, hell yeah. Next thing you know, I had this. This is when I was out touring around with Bash and them. So he had the Stewie brothers. I was like, can I put the Stewies in the movie? I'll make them a big part of it. So they visit Roscoe O'Malley. Roscoe O'Malley's promoting the Stewie brothers to the whole movie. He's like, fuck yeah.
That is dope.
So then I put them in the movie. I ended up shooting a music video for them after we shot the movie.
Shit, man, you were busy.
Like, it was just, but it was everything, like I said, everything I've always done, it was always to promote actors that I know wouldn't get a chance, promote artists that wouldn't get a chance. That's all I've always tried to do.
That is, and Hector comes out in that one too, right?
Yeah,
he plays Hector in every single movie.
He plays a cop.
I don't know how he does it. He plays a cop on this. You see, I saw the trailer for it, and I'm like, dude, I gotta see it. I couldn't find it though. But you say you got a copy. I gotta give me a copy of this movie right here, because once again, the music is what makes the whole movie. You know, just like American Graffiti. I can't wait to listen to that. It really
is, man. It really is. Like, I'm very proud of the music that I put in there, because there's artists that you'll hear it and you'll be like, I've never heard this song. That's a dope track.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, there's an artist named Major James. He's got some music on there, and he's one of the people I met through Lucky Louie going to the dispensary. You know what I'm saying? So there was people I met through everything, and I was like, I had a Far East Movement track on there, like things, because I was the first person that started getting them on stuff. So their management was like, hell yeah, you can use one of the tracks.
That is fucking dope right there, man. John, I want to thank you for coming on the show. For
thank
real.
You,
this is like, I try to fit everything that I could in 2 hours.
This is the best podcast I've done,
Thank
bro.
you, man. Thank you.
I didn't know you were going to do history. I thought it was just going to be a conversation.
I think I only got through half of my questions, to be honest.
All of it, so thank you.
We definitely got to do a part 2. But before we let you go ahead and plug away your social media and the premiere of Zaddies as well.
Zaddies, Man's Chinese Theater, June 27th, 11:30 a.m. Series, Block 7. Please come out, check it out. And social, Instagram, /Cut'em Films, CUTM Films. And then through that, you'll find Officially Desperate page. You'll find Unfollowed page. You'll find Zaddies page. All of that through Cut'em Films.
Hell yeah. Go ahead and check it out, man. Believe me, you will be entertained. Check it all out. And John, thank you once again for coming on the show, man. We really do appreciate
Thank you guys.
Hell yeah. We'll catch you guys on the next one, man. See ya.
See ya.